Here we go. Like you definitely want that. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live. We
What
live.
the
We
biggest one was
live.
when it said it in the transfer deadline live, the transfer deadline live for Enzo Fernandez,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah,
yeah we go, man. I was so happy. I was like, that was it for me.
that's what you needed, huh?
That's what I needed. Because man, if we didn't get Enzo in that January transfer window, we're definitely not getting him in the summer.
Yeah.
Because there would be a lot of people coming in from. So a lot of people say we overpaid for him. I don't care. I don't care if we pay 500 million per player if he plays well. That's my thing. If he plays well, I don't care if we play 500 or we pay 20 million for him, as long as he plays well. I mean, we pay almost 100 for Lukaku and his shit. So see, I don't care what the money is, as long as it plays well.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not. It's not my father's money. I don't care.
Well, sometimes it
Uh,
does affect your budget though, like in the next transfers and stuff.
We've had transfer bans before. Like Chelsea, we're gonna ride through it. We are, and it's such a joke right now. This FFP and stuff. Like Man City has so many breaches. Nothing. Chelsea had a lot of breaches too.
Yeah.
The original punishment was like, oh, you get 2 transfer windows. You can buy any players. And January came along and they were like, no, you're good. You can buy players now. So we really only served one transfer window ban. So what is the point of it if you're changing the punishment in the middle? So a lot of people, I don't pay attention to. A lot of people shout, "Oh, Chelsea are breaking the FP." I don't care. If we buy a good players right now, what if we get 2 transfer windows of? Okay, we can buy for 2 transfer windows. We already have players. We don't need to buy.
Yeah, it's just not I guess the FFP rules aren't just very like transparent and clear for everybody, like especially fans. We don't really get to see like the details, or nobody has time to sit and read those cumbersome documents either. So
yeah, nah, that's true.
that's
But
why, yeah.
yeah, nah, sorry to cut you off. But yeah, welcome back. We got another video for y'all. It's unless you can see the title, is a Fabrizio season, transfers and a lot of things going on. But before we go forward, we got a couple special guests over here. Welcome back, Fawaz. How you doing today, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm all right. Ready for Chelsea to confirm some transfers.
Haha, you ready? How you feeling?
Yep.
It's been a minute since you were down. So I think
Yeah.
when we last seen you, I think the season was still going on. I think you were going to therapy or something like that, just because of how bad your season was going. So hopefully you're a little better though.
That's past tense now. We're looking forward now.
So you're a little better now, right?
We're looking forward to the Pochettino season now.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We gotta talk about that actually.
Gotta talk about that,
Pochettino. We
yeah.
gotta talk about Pochettino. So, but yeah, good to have you back, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for joining us. Mom, how you feeling, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling okay, man. You know, just all these rumors, man. You know, I was gonna make myself a promise not to follow the hype this time and just wait until pen on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I feel you. I'm the same way. But before we get to football, I gotta say congratulations, though, man. You know, you doing it big right now, man. You leading the way. You added stress to my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, everybody getting married. My brothers, my boys are getting married, but you're doing it the right way, and you leading by example, man. And I just want to say, I'm proud of you, my brother. You know, you're doing it the right way, the halal way.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it, man.
Yeah, man. And definitely our sister got a good one, man. So
Yeah.
before we get into football, I just want to say congratulations on that.
Big thanks, man. It means a lot, bro.
But the transfers, bro. I hear you. It's transfer season, man. And like I said, personally, I'm still kind of checked out of football. I don't really care about transfer. There's only one transfer that I really want is the Qataris. Everything else, I don't really care. Like I'm seeing a lot of different stuff, but we'll get into it. I think we can let's start on the transfers, man. And before we even get into like our transfers, I think we gotta talk about like the big one. Like a big one, like Messi leaving and going to Inter Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think we've talked about that. Us to get y'all opinion. Like, how do y'all feel about that? And why the fuck they fired Phil Neville, bro? Like, I didn't even know they fired him. Like, I was on the pod with the boys, and then I was like, yo, Phil Neville is about to manage y'all GOAT. Like, how y'all feel about it? And apparently they fired him.
He gone.
That's crazy, bro. I just wanted him the picture of holding Messi's hand or like just coaching him, bro. That's all I needed. I would have screenshotted that and be like, yo, but damn, that's messed up, bro.
Yeah, man. Coaches just coming and going nowadays, bro.
But yeah, how y'all feel about the transfer though? Messi going to Inter Miami.
Bad idea. I think was a bad idea. It's MLS is too. It's not ready for Messi. I think. Like, have you seen there's been, I don't know how true it is, but I mean it's Twitter, so there's a lot of lies going up. But it's like they're saying that Inter Miami is like that training pitch doesn't have a gate or security. Like you can just walk onto the training pitch, walking your dog. I mean, if you have Messi training on the pitch, you're gonna have a lot of pitch invaders that is not good also. But even with that, just bad idea all around. I think if Barca should have could have afforded him, they could have. But I didn't agree with him going to Saudi too. That's just nonsense. So he can go if he wants the money, but I think it's still at a very good level to play in Europe. Not
Really,
MLS.
I'm kind of on the other side of that conversation, to be honest.
You don't think it's good enough to play in Europe anymore?
I mean, if he was, to me, you know, like he's aging, man. Messi's gonna be 35, right? 35.
He's aging. He's 35 or so. Yeah, he's aging, but
I mean,
what is doing at PSG is to like that for his level. That is not good. But if you look at it from an average any other player's level, he's doing pretty good.
But that's PSG. Like we saw. I mean, not to call out any players or make an agenda or anything like that, but like we saw Lacazette, you know, from League One, banging goals, come to Premier League and just
couldn't do it.
Post, right? And then he goes back to the La Liga, and he's banging again. So that tells you the levels are different. You know what I mean? So even in Italy, it's tough. So I'm not even gonna go to Premier League or Spain again, but even in Italy, for Messi to keep up with the intensity and what is needed from him, I think there's a certain point in players' careers where it's not even from a fan's perspective of what we think is best, but they get tired. You know what I mean? Like if you watch like some ex-players when they talk about it, like Paul Scholes talked about this, Roy Keane talks about it. He said you get to a certain point, you just want to wake up and do the hard work again. Like you get tired of it. You know what I mean? So that's what we're seeing. Like he's still an elite footballer, of course. He still wants to play. He still wants to stay active and play the game and enjoy the game. But I think it was the right time for him to kind of step to a lower league. You know, I would have been shocked if he went to like Europe. To be very honest, I would have been shocked.
I thought for the nostalgia effect, for go back to Barca.
So he was gonna pull a Ronaldo. This was gonna happen. He was gonna go back to Barcelona and he would underperform, and then there's gonna be all this chat and all this talk. And
that's how in deep shit right now. They can't afford anybody.
Yeah, and I think he said that he didn't want to, I don't know, players to get reduced wages. Yeah. See, I think that's cap, bro. I don't think he ever wanted to go. I think the idea of going to Barcelona is nostalgic, yes, but I don't think it's hard, bro. Because if he goes to Barcelona, I think he may have to sit on the bench. Like if Barcelona still want to perform at that high level, Messi is not gonna be constant in their top 11. And he'll have to sit on the bench. And I think he may not like that idea.
He won't like that, yeah.
Yeah, and it may ruin his reputation. Like, look what happened with Ronaldo. And also with the Saudi thing, I was saying this, right? I think he doesn't want that comparison again with Ronaldo. If he goes to Saudi again, it's gonna be that Messi Ronaldo thing again. Messi Ronaldo. Like no matter what they do, they're in the same league again. There's gonna be that comparison.
Yeah.
But him going to Inter Miami, I think personally, from a Ronaldo perspective, a Ronaldo fan perspective, I think it's bad for me saying Ronaldo's the GOAT, because I think USA, bro, that marketing, that media behind him, they're gonna push him to like the greatest ever. They're gonna market him like it's crazy. And I think that now it's gonna just push his legacy to be one of the greatest. I mean, if not the greatest. I think that's how they're gonna market him.
Who, Ronaldo?
No, Messi.
Oh, Messi. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, him going into Miami. They're gonna market him like he's the greatest.
Yeah, see what I did to Beckham. I mean, Beckham seemed like a greatest player ever when he moved to the MLS.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the US right now, but the US is slowly embracing the game, bro. Like if you look at NBC, like first time when we were watching it, like they had, I think it was just USA that was showing a couple of games. Then they had the NBC showing all the pen and Peacock. So like they slowly invested in it. So Messi coming in is the right time for it, and he's gonna benefit from it. You
And
know,
also,
so
let's not act like, Mohammed, like you said, let's not act like there isn't a lot of financial benefits to it. I mean,
oh
everybody, the
yeah,
deal was crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
is it like is it gonna own like a part of the club when it
Like,
retires or
you know what I'm
something?
saying?
Like
Yeah.
it's
Chick-fil-A. I'm
crazy.
like, what? Chick-fil-A? Oh,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
And I think Adidas
Hey,
are
man.
paying him directly. The
Yeah.
MLS as a league
He
is
has
paying
image
him.
rights. He owns
Yeah.
some of his image rights and stuff, something like that. So then,
It's a lot of money.
so
It is for the money though. It's not act like he's
the
not
money
going
is
for the bag.
yeah. People act like, oh yeah, he couldn't go back to Barcelona. Nah, that's cap. That's a business. It's a business move
They
too.
paying him out the ass.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually getting more than he would get in Saudi, really.
So
They put in it.
good point. I was gonna say from a market share perspective, right? It makes sense for Messi to not share the same market with Cristiano because then you're causing competition. The MLS is a completely different market from Saudi. So Ronaldo dominating Saudi, he's eating. You know what I'm saying? Messi comes to America, a whole different market. He gets to eat more. You know what I mean? He doesn't get to share like the leftover of whatever Saudi. You know what I mean? Like
And I think Messi will probably get more money than what Ronaldo's getting. Just because the image rights too, bro.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, like at the end of the career, he's probably gonna get more. Maybe at up front, maybe not. But at the end of the day, he's gonna own part of a club. That's that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna own part of the club. You can't beat that.
Are y'all gonna go watch an Inter Miami game?
Nah.
Oh no, man. Maybe in the future.
I just say that the quality of MLS, they got players scoring goals from halfway for fun.
Yeah, I haven't seen an MLS game though.
I'd rather go watch Inter Miami in person than watch MLS
live.
I can get past the commentary, man.
It's horrible. It's
horrible. American commentary, man. They gotta improve that stuff.
Yeah, they got.
They always want to scream when nothing's happening. Oh, and he passes, and then bro, there's nothing happening, bro. Just chill out. You know
that's why Lulu calls it the ESPN, the ESPN stat.
Yeah, there's a clip that's going viral that it was supposed to be like kind of like the Aguero goal, kind of. And the commentary was
too much.
It was so dry. The commentary was so like, oh, and it shoots, and he scored it from halfway too. Yeah. From the halfway line. It wasn't like the Aguero way was like so close. It was from halfway, and it was like to win a very important game. And it was like, oh, and it shoots. Oh, he scores. It was like, that's it. That's it.
They can't anticipate too. Like, it's like sometimes they're talking about something while a play is happening, and then a goal happens out of nowhere. Anyway, it's just. I'd rather go watch Messi live.
Fact. All right, we got some comments over here. We got Al Fate. He said he's a simp. I think he's talking about Phil Neville. He said Phil Fate. Okay. Phil is as bad as Gary Neville. Then he said it's a bad idea for Messi. He will make the most money in his life, and security has to go up. Facts.
Yeah, security will have to go up for sure. Definitely will consider that.
And he also agreed that it's better to watch it. Well, no, he said it's better to watch it in live versus on TV.
Yeah.
So now I agree. I've never really watched an MLS game, bro. I know, like, I might go, like, when I go to Atlanta, I know, like, the Atlanta team is pretty big, and the stadium is nice. So, like, I'll probably just go for the experience.
Yeah, we got one in Nashville too. Like, there's actually one in Nashville. We got a Nashville team.
Okay, are they good?
Apparently, they're pretty good. Yeah, they have a huge fan base. It's crazy when they play. The city that part of the city shut down, bro.
It's getting big in the US, but I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. I don't know if I can respect MLS because I think it's Atlanta team is DC United. The year they joined the league, they won the MLS. So it's like, bro, how these guys just came in and then now they winning the trophy? Like, that's crazy. So I mean no matter how much investment you do, you shouldn't be winning the league your first year in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna take some time for sure. That's clear. That's why they're trying to pull all these experienced players.
And Abu in the comments, Abu Khalid said Messi ain't finished. I don't know, bro. I mean, if you move to the MLS, I think you've accepted that you're done. Right? You've accepted that your career in the top league is done. So it was a good run, bro. I think I remember that when I got the news, I was a bit sad because, like, bro, I mean, most of my adult life. Most of like everything, like I've known Messi and Ronaldo, like even to take it back to when they were at their heights, like, bro, I remember when like Saturday, Messi would score, they say hat trick. They're like, all of that, what's Ronaldo gonna do tomorrow? Boom, hits a hat trick. Champions League, Messi scores on Tuesday. Ronaldo scores on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So like it was crazy, and these people did it back to back.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
like
They were like 60-something goal seasons, 70-something goal seasons. They had crazy goal seasons, man. Yeah, I remember that time. That was a time for sure.
so yeah.
What do you think is taking over Messi and Ronaldo? Mbappe and Haaland?
I asked this to the boys, and that's what they said. Everyone said Mbappe and Haaland.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Mbappe for sure. I don't know. I mean, Haaland, if he scores the goals, that's all he needs to do to really be there. Like, you just have to constantly score the goals. But I think if we, like, Messi and Ronaldo were just not goals. I mean, obviously, like, the goals take them to, like, the greatest. Because everyone has flair.
Yeah.
But not everyone has the consistency of the goals. So it's important. But they still had that, they still had that greatness smell. And I don't know. I mean, I might be hated. I'm a United fan. Like, clearly, you can see my background, right? But I don't know if Haaland has that flair. Mbappe has the goals and he has the flair. So, but I mean, the goals Haaland is scoring is crazy too. So
Haaland reminds me of Ronaldo after his, like, I guess when he peaked, kind of
at Real Madrid.
Down after his peak, like his peak period. Like when he was speaking, he was still dribbling a little. But when he peaked, it was just pure, let me score.
Goals.
Be in the right place, right time. I don't care. Wow, nothing. Just put the ball in my head or that I'll be there. And that's what Haaland's doing right now. He's doing it kind of early, you know what I mean? But apart from that, you're right. I mean, maybe Pep will develop him and he might add more to his game because he did have a lot of assists too. Let's not forget, to be honest. But you're right.
I didn't check his stats for his assist record. I'm not sure how much he had this season.
He had a few assists for someone who doesn't have a really great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Haaland can maintain his consistency in his goals in the Prem. So he has to show. I mean, obviously, like I think, first of all, Rai called it out. He said he's gonna get this many goals, which is crazy at the beginning of the season. And he was saying that based off his where was he in the MLS again? Red Bulls. Was it in Red Bulls or
Salzburg?
No.
That was the
MLS.
That was Austria. He didn't play MLS, did he?
Nah, he wasn't Haaland in the MLS?
No. He played Salzburg in Austria.
Yeah. Well, Salzburg are
Molde, Salzburg,
okay.
Dortmund, and then City.
I could have swore he played in MLS. I'm tripping. Okay, so then, I mean, the goals in Salzburg, Molde, he scored goals. He scored goals everywhere. Yeah. And what he did in Prem.
9 goals in one game for like Norway or something. He's a goal scorer.
Yeah, now
I think Mbappe is better.
I think Mbappe is better too. I mean, Mbappe is an all-around better player.
The guys are saying Mbappe gotta do he gotta leave the La Liga, you know what I'm saying?
He gotta move.
And he gotta leave the Liga.
Well, what it did in the World Cup final alone. That World Cup final was crazy.
That's when I respect the dude, bro.
That second goal came out of nowhere.
No, I definitely think Mbappe can strive anywhere. People just say that La Liga stuff, but wait till
the Qataris come, boy.
Yeah, hope. Hey man, don't put him.
Would you take him in admire you? Would you take
hell yeah? What?
I'll take him for right?
No. Listen, that's what I'm saying. With the aesthetic, he cannot stifle Rash's career.
That's what I'm saying, though. He plays left winger,
bro. So, I would not listen. I would not even like to ship Rashford to Al Hilal. I'll take Rashford to Al Hilal and give him Mbappe, bro. I love Rashford, but that's a different step up, bro. That's a different, you know what I'm saying? That's a different conversation.
I think Rashford like 26 now. He's getting
nah.
Good, how old is
25 max, bro.
He's getting there. He's not gonna be in the young player of the year season. Talking about so.
Nah. See, I think they will play well together, bro. And Rash is not. Mbappe can like change too, right? He can play forward too, so like he can interchange positions. Like they don't have to be So I mean, if you they can both like switch. So if you let's say like United get Mbappe, right? Does that mean that we're not getting a striker like an Osimhen or a Kane?
Oh no, we don't need that. After that, Mbappe. I mean, it would be nice. But that's wishful thinking, yeah. You know what I mean? That's just, it's not possible to
and it's not. He said,
you can't keep up with that. That's you're paying 350 bags both minimum.
Oh, in this age, they're calling 100 mil for the new guy, Rasmus Holland or whatever his name is. They're saying it's 100 million. How much do you think they're gonna sell Mbappe?
No, Mbappe has like 1 year left in his contract, so it's like.
I think they'll sell him because they're saying they don't want to let him go for free.
Yeah, and he said he's not extended.
He said he doesn't want to go either.
Yeah, nah, fact. The money he's getting is crazy.
Technically, if he doesn't want to go, they can't sell him. They have to.
I mean, if it all works out, the Qatari could just. I mean, if he comes to United, he's not gonna get the money he's getting at PSG. Like he's gonna take a pay cut.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, so
anywhere he goes, I believe he's gonna take a pay cut. I don't think anybody's taking that
money. That's silly money. The comment your boy I'll say in the comments, he said Mbappe is not a better scorer than Haaland. How do you feel about that?
Mbappe is not a better scorer.
Better goal scorer?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't agree with that.
I see what he's saying because Haaland's a finisher. Mbappe is not. He scores goals, but he's not a finisher too. He's kind of like Mbappe is kind of like in that Ronaldo. He's kind of like where Ronaldo was, where like you're great at what you do and you score goals. He has to get to the point where I don't think he's gonna get to the point where Ronaldo is. That's a different level. But Ronaldo became a goal scorer. Because if you remember at the beginning, Ronaldo he scored goals, but he was more of like he was the X factor to probably get the one goal that you needed or get you up the pitch, made the pass for you to win the game. That's how he started off. Or he dribbled. He had a lot of flair. Eventually, he added that consistent goals. But I do think right now Mbappe is scoring more goals than Ronaldo did in that age. Mm-hmm. I think so. But to compare Mbappe and Haaland, saying who's a better finisher, I think Haaland's more of a clean finisher.
Haaland's more proven, I would say, for now. We'll say he's more proven. We can
as
say
goal scoring.
Yeah, but Haaland is very one-footed, though.
If you're scoring all the goals, what you want to put, like
he's very one-footed.
You're right.
Mbappe can score with both legs.
Mbappe can create his own goals too. He can.
That's true.
And beat up.
Mbappe creates his own goals.
But the question for me is usually the question I always ask when I think about Mbappe is like, can he do that with ease the way he's doing it in the
Mbappe?
Like
can he do it at ease? Okay.
Can he do that same thing with ease? Because it's easy way he's killing man.
Yeah, the French league. Yeah.
Mbappe is just it's like Pepe.
Yeah, but if it's the pace, I don't think anywhere you go, the pace it can.
The pace changes, right? Yeah, the pace changes.
That's a good question, though.
I still think it will be any defender in the Prem.
But the question is, like, if he comes in the Prem, like, you're the superstar, you're going to be expected to not just do, like, regular numbers. Like, you're expected to perform at an elite level, game in, game out. So,
Alan has said a thing right now. Yeah. Everybody that comes, I said, Alan has said a max for everybody now. Exactly. Everybody that comes, they're going to expect that from you.
Yeah.
I also think the football world are not going to let Mbappe come to the Prem, bro. They're not going to let us have Haaland and Mbappe, bro.
I don't think they're going to.
I think they should. They had Messi and Ronaldo, bro. So fuck y'all, bro. Like, let us eat, bro. They had Messi and Ronaldo for the longest, bro. Like, we were watching this. I was watching the Spanish league. I didn't even want to, bro. So, like, I think it's our time, bro. The Spanish league is done. Like, let it die, bro. Like, create your own players. Like, let it die. Like, I hate the Spanish league, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel for him, bro. I don't feel for him. I hope Mbappe come and Haaland comes to the Prem, bro. Like, Jude Bellingham even going there pissed me off.
Oh man, yeah, the way Florentino Perez is setting up Real Madrid, that's the last piece of the puzzle, bro. The last
Haaland and Mbappe.
You can see it. Like, he got Vinicius, he got Rodrigo, he got a young midfield Camavinga.
What is Diaz gonna play? Is this a striker?
Who?
Brahim Diaz.
Oh yeah, he'd probably be.
Is he gonna be that striker?
He's a forward, right? Yeah.
He's a forward, but it's kind of like if you call him Mbappe a forward, it drifts off kind of everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean in the face of like not having a striker, he will play as a striker. Like,
but I don't think they're a striker right now.
They can get. I mean, if we get, let's say they don't get Mbappe, they can get Osimhen. And that's still...
That's facts. I can see that happening. Yeah, you know what? That's a sneaky move that Real Madrid would do.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they get Osimhen, does that mean... I mean, first of all, I'm not even going to start plotting this trying to scheme this United transfers, bro. Just give me the Qataris, bro. Like, I till this day, I'm not even sure we're going to get the Qataris, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's getting closer than it ever was, especially with the 9-2 foundation documents we see.
Yeah.
So are they buying outright, or is the
Oh, yeah,
Glazers still gonna be there?
The Qataris went outright. But like for what, like let me ask you this: like when Chelsea was sanctioned and they had to get new owners, like how was that for you? Like what was that process like?
Actually, it was stressful. And that was mostly like if you're just selling the club, yeah, I get that, but it was like the UK government was putting pressure on us that you have to sell before this time, or you go into like what is it called, where they take all your money and
Yeah.
I forgot what, administration.
Administration,
You're gonna sell by this time, or you go into administration. So it was stressful, and they had this guy, the guy that's also bidding for Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming
Yeah.
in, and it was saying a bunch of bullshit. And I was praying it doesn't get a club, because it would have been the worst owner. Like you think Todd Bowley is not good right now?
Oh, yeah,
Why didn't you want him? Because they were saying he has seats in Chelsea and stuff, like season ticket seats.
Yeah,
So,
he's a Chelsea fan, I believe.
He claims a United fan.
As an owner, I don't see him as he owns Nice, and he doesn't run Nice very well. So I don't want that for Chelsea. And I think that time too, we had a Saudi that pulled out too. It was a whole bunch of then. The most of the problem came from the UK government, and like they can't sell to a specific people, and the money does not go to Chelsea, like does not go to Roman. The money has to go to the UK government. There was a whole lot of red. The money right now, they were supposed to use it to help the Ukrainians, but according to the news we're getting now, they still have this money is still in the bank. They still haven't sent it to the Ukrainians. Like,
so what was Todd Bowley or like your first choice?
No, personally? Actually, because Americans know. I mean, I thought at that time I was like, I don't know if I want an American owner, because I saw what Kroenke, I don't know how to say his name. The guy,
Kroenke,
yeah, Arsenal was doing. I don't really like that. Obviously, the Saudis were the first choice, because I saw what they've done at PSG. I saw what they did at Newcastle. So that it was the first choice for me. But I'm not mad with Bowley right now too. He's trying his best. You can tell football is not his thing. So he ran it for like a year, didn't work out. He gave it to the people that can actually do football, and it's just gonna be like in the back.
I mean, it's like it's like being how do I put this? This is like, I mean, Americans just it's a cultural thing. It's like understanding how the game works, understanding the fan sentiment, attachment to the fan base, and also knowing the market. Knowing how to work the market.
Yeah.
And Todd Bowley was coming purely from a business strategic standpoint, where he would try to beat the system or for loopholes, and
especially with those contracts, boy.
Contracts, long 8-year contracts. That's what he was trying. He was trying to beat.
Never leaving Chelsea. It was a 9-year contract.
Yeah, that's crazy. Smart. And it would have worked if he did like maybe 2-3 transfers. But the way he was trying to do it, Thiago Silva
bought a lot of players.
Yeah, even Thiago Silva said it. He said, you just cannot, and I think Raheem Sterling. So one of them two commented and said, like, you just can't just get a lot of players at the same time. The chemistry takes a while to build.
Yeah. And people don't even have seats in there. Like people are in the toilets. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And I don't know, but I have a sneaky feeling that Todd Bowley, like he's spending now, but eventually he's not going to really spend that much money. I don't think it's like a Saudi thing. I think right now he's just spending because he has to. But if it doesn't go well for Chelsea in the next 2 years, bro, I can see that money drying up. I don't know why, bro.
I think it's spending because two of the requirements of Roman when they sold the club was that they have to invest a certain amount of money in the club every year, and he also left them debt free. So Chelsea was owing 2.5 billion when Roman was there, and Roman said he's not going to collect that money. So the Chelsea debt went to zero.
Wow. I respect that.
So when they bought the club, they had no debt. So they had all the money in the world and no debts to pay.
Okay, that makes sense. So
they spend a lot of money. They have so much money to spend.
I respect that of Roman, bro. And you can see the difference in Roman and the Glazers. Like the Glazers give no fucks, bro. Like, bro. You should have, like, you only had 2 bidders for the longest.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that season, yeah, you can see what City just done. Like, now is the perfect time. Just give it to the Qataris. Don't like fuck Sir Jim. Like, bro, the fact that Jim Ratcliffe is still an option annoys me. I swear, bro. Like, I can't. Like, I'm hearing all this positive news about the Qataris, but I still don't think I don't know, bro. I'm not really sure. And like, Man United's future is in the balance. If Jim gets it, we're done. We're done. Like, we're done.
Coming from a Chelsea point of view, I
It's
want
done.
Jim to get it.
nah.
All the
options said Sir Jim right now.
But Jim Ratcliffe doesn't have a good record. Even if you look at how Lille, is it
Nice.
They're saying a lot of things. I mean, Dante came out talking about it.
Yeah, it's sold by the Shelley to Chelsea for 30 million.
Wow.
I mean,
and I don't think he has the finances he clearly doesn't have the finances the Qataris have, bro. And like with all our rivals having like unlimited checkbooks, like why do you want to, like, you don't even have the money to buy the club properly, bro. Like, you're using loans and everything. I mean, first of all, we can't really speak. Like, these guys are wealthy, obviously. Like, but still, if you're comparing it with his peers, with what the Qataris are gonna do, I prefer the Qataris, bro, because like they're gonna have an agenda to want to like just build, like just like City did with this, the Saudis did a City. How they're gonna like change their culture and everything, bro. And I think United need that. We need that. We need that.
We need steady cash flow. We need 100% ownership. You know, all this being in a stock exchange and all that being a tradable, corporation. That's just not it for football, man. Like, you need like to control what happens. So we can, control, like, especially like if you're being owned by a fan. This is different. You're not being owned by a businessman who only cares about profit. You're owned by a fan, so he has a connection with the club. Mm-hmm. So he's not only looking at how am I gonna make more money. He's thinking about the club too. He wants to see the club succeed. So
United is not his main source of income too, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, they got money. I mean, these Qataris, man, they got a deep well.
That's what they're doing with Saudi Arabia right now. Like a lot of the bids coming for all these players for 200 million. They're not coming from clubs. They're coming from the actual country. So the actual country buys you and say, "Oh, you're going to this club." I don't know how that works.
I don't know how.
It's always like, "Oh, Saudi Arabia wants to bid." I was like, "Saudi Arabia? What club in Saudi Arabia?" No, it's the actual country wants to bid 200 million for this player. I'm like, okay,
and they have their money, bro. And I think like you can see, I think it's gonna be good too, because like honestly, bro, I mean, I live in America, bro. I love America. Like I love the game. I mean, I love the passion they have, but I think sometimes like the capitalistic society gets into the football where like you see with the Super League. You know what I'm saying? You see with the Super League, it's more about profit than it is for the game. And yeah, they're gonna have some changes, and some of the changes will be good. You know what I'm saying? Like they will have good ideas, but I think the fundamentals of why we love the game, I don't think they understand or appreciate that. So to them, it will become a financial decision to change the rules, whether to change the 90-minute rule to maybe have less time, or to even have ads, like stop the game to rest players for player health. But then now you have ads, like maybe they will change the rules because it makes financial sense. And I feel like the more American owners you have will not appreciate that. So then that's why I want the Qataris to have it, to kind of balance that power. Because one thing about Qataris, bro, they respect heritage and history and culture. Look at the World Cup where they did, bro. Like some of the stadiums was like built around tents to involve their culture in there. Like, and these people grew up loving the game like we love the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like they want to retain that. I wouldn't be surprised if let's say they buy United and they want to build a new stadium, but they will do it in a way that's like, they will never change Old Trafford.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everyone might be like, yo, you give me like $1 billion, bro.
It wouldn't be like, so they would involve, what they'll do is they'll involve the community. Like they'll involve people
exactly
that have been there, you know what I'm saying? It's different, like compared to like the Glazers, and they don't even show their face. Like when was the last time you heard a statement or anything from the Glazers? I can't respect that. You've never heard. When was the last time you saw a quote that Abraham Glazer said this, or Joe know Joe. Yeah, John Abrams said something.
But look what they're doing now. If you cared about United, you wouldn't drag this long. You already know your two bidders. You already know what they're giving you. Like with that, why are you delayed? Yeah, you want more money. I get it.
There
but
were some. I mean, I don't know how true these reports are, but back then, and I was following this very closely. They were saying, I don't believe it personally, but hey, man, it's a business world. You never know what happens behind closed doors. They were saying the whole Sir Jim thing was just trying to squeeze more money out of the Qataris. They're going back and forth bid that they
yeah, I believe
never
that,
would have sold to Qataris, because the Glazers' main aim is to get as much money as they can, right? So it would have financially, it wouldn't make sense for Sir Jim, even though he was gonna bid for 50% of the club and give them 3 billion, which technically means the club is valued at 6 billion. But then they ran the risk of the stock price plummeting. So the remaining shares that they would have held wouldn't be as
less valuable.
Less valuable, exactly. So all in all, the people are saying that the whole idea was they just wanted to squeeze more money out of it, but they never wanted to. Like, for example, it's like they probably saw all the bids and they knew the Qatari is the best bid, but they were like, you know what, let's add somebody else just to make it more competitive, right?
And they've been doing that. They did like several rounds. And they called the PSG owner to talk to him too.
Yeah, they had many deadlines, man. Multiple deadlines.
Yeah, like, but how many deadlines do you need for like the same people? Yeah. Like, what the heck, bro? So yeah. I agree. We got some more comments. They were saying like, Lo, don't blame Madrid. They spent on the right players. Chelsea spent 8 million and finished close to the relegation. Nah, that's facts. Yeah. Madrid spent right. And it said Mason Greenwood is on United's retainer list. Is this good for the club?
Well, I didn't Madrid spend right. Don't come with me with that. He spent 105 on Hazard, and it scored 7 goals for you. I'm a Chelsea fan. I love Hazard. It's the reason I still love Chelsea.
Talk about it.
You can't say you spend because you spend 100 million on Bellingham.
Even Cruz came out, and that's crazy. If like your own teammates, man,
that was crazy. I saw that. It was like, oh, they spent 100 million on Bellingham. There's another player that they spent 100 million on that didn't score 10 goals or something. He
let his career die. Hopefully he's not like that. Yeah, bro. He said hopefully
he went in on Hazard.
But that's fair though, bro. Like,
you can't say that about your teammate though.
I mean, honestly, I think it's unfair. Only reason I say it's unfair is because Hazard he actually had a serious injury, like his ankle was really bad. And that messed him up.
But Hazard was in training, bro. I
don't think Hazard takes care of his body. I don't think it takes care of his body either.
No, that's true.
He eats a lot.
But his ankle was also messed up. Like I remember, I mean, to be honest, there's Chelsea players who said that Hazard was even in Chelsea.
He wasn't training. Like,
he was one of the players he'll come game day and he'll do his thing, and the coach will be like, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?"
But then if you're not doing that, then the players are gonna be like, "Bro."
That's facts.
Especially if you're earning a lot of money too. You sitting there like, bro, I'm giving you all these Champions Leagues, and you're not really doing nothing, bro. You just come in here to collect trophies.
He's a free agent right now.
I saw a video. I remember this was like back in the day. It's not too, I mean, I don't know how long ago it was, but Hazard was on the sidelines, and like, you know, he was injured, and then he came out, and then they fixed him up. Like the medical team checked him out, and then he waved. He got into the pitch. 5 steps later, he came back out.
Injured, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, how do you not know you're messed up at that point? Like,
he scores like 7 goals in like 4 years. I love Hazard because as a Chelsea fan, obviously, like, it was really good for us. But I feel Madrid.
MB asked this, right? I'm asking to you for us. Would you take Hazard and Chelsea right now?
Yes, it's free. Why not?
What?
He's a free agent right now.
Wait, you think Hazard and Chelsea?
Yeah, he's a free agent. Why not?
I think you guys deserve to be at 12th position. To be
no, tell me why would we buy? We don't spend money on him.
You're not paying wages though.
We're not gonna pay 300K. The rule right now, we're not paying over 100 for any player right now.
Bro, I would never take Hazard back, man.
We're not playing over 100 just for the like. I'm a very nostalgic person. Just for the nostalgia, bring it back. Bring back the old days.
Wait, you're not signing players over 100K?
No, they're not giving players over 100K per week now. So
that's crazy. I'm not signing no 80. I'm not signing no 80-year contract and getting under 100K, bro.
That's what they're not giving us.
I heard Mason Mount. That's the whole reason why he didn't want to.
That's why Mason wants 200K or something like
No,
that.
they said Mason Mount is not taking 200 because some of y'all new players is
No, because Rich James got 200 and Rich James got 200, but that was before the rule came in.
Yeah, but I mean, if
fuck that, bro.
it's 200, then Mason Mount and Rich James aren't really that.
No, they're not the same thing. You can get another Mount. I don't think you can get another James right now for Chelsea. You can Mount is easily replaceable.
So how much will you give Mount max?
No, I'll give him 150. I would go over the rule of 100 for him. Over the rule of 100 for him. Just he's a Coban player, and I don't want to see him play for United because I know he's going to be really good at United. He's a really good player.
He's not going to start though, bro.
Good at United, though?
He's not starting, bro.
Why is he not going to start? Why is he not going to start?
Who is he going to like, bro?
I think
right now
he might take Eriksen's
Well,
place.
if you play 4-3-3, he's going to start with Bruno, right?
He just might because Eriksen, man.
I can see that, but I'm looking for someone to. See, Mount is not a natural replacement for Eriksen.
No, that's true.
So you're not fixing the problem.
He's a like for like for Bruno.
Yeah, and he's not starting for Bruno.
If you're playing 4-3-3 with 2 8s, you got Bruno and Mount right there, and Casemiro and a 6.
Factz.
I don't know. I don't think.
I think he's gonna be a really good player for Man U. I want to sell him if it's gonna give us like if we get like 70. That's a lot of money. We can put that money
40,
into a different player. But 40. I don't want to see him go to Man U. I don't want to see him go to 40. I would rather sell him to like Barca or something.
40, and if he doesn't score like 15 goals, y'all gotta give us 10 back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They gotta put that in the clause, dog.
See, I think Mount's a good player, and I think he'll improve the squad. I think like people like Fred should leave, and like he could be there because I'm looking for a replacement for Eriksen. A proper replacement.
So who would replace Eriksen?
You think Madison is a replacement
in the market right
now? No, bro.
I
need someone that could grab the ball and play.
Madison can do that, but I don't like. I don't think he's a player.
I don't think
he's a caliber player.
Yeah, nah.
I don't think. I feel like we should just stop going for like semi.
Exactly. Go get me the one like Eriksen. Eriksen was the right player we needed. He's just too old.
Yeah, McAllister. I would take McAllister.
I would have taken McAllister too.
Injury prone.
See, the thing with these Bryson's players, I don't know. A lot of people are hyping McAllister, hyping Caicedo. Like that's
Caicedo. No. I'll take Caicedo, bro.
No, Cucurella had the same stats. Cucurella was like, "Oh, this is a good left back." He was above every other left back in 2020-2021 season.
That's fair.
It was everywhere. They were like, "Oh, this is the best left back in the league right now."
Come to Chelsea. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that boy quick.
Yeah.
But he was a fighter too. Like he wouldn't back down to challenges.
But at Chelsea, bro, they bullied the fuck out of Cucurella.
I don't get player doing good for the season and everybody's like, "Oh, go buy this player for 100 million." That's way too for one season in the Prem.
McAllister, I think I would have taken it, but 35, bro.
35 McAllister, yeah. But they're saying Caicedo for 100 right now. Like
bro, they were paying Caicedo $20 a year, $20 a season, bro. Like, why they want 100 million? Like, they just upped this, but Caicedo. But I'm not gonna lie.
They were actually paying him like 3,500 a week.
We were making more money than Caicedo.
They were actually paying like 3,500 a week. It was. But
if I was, you were making more money than Caicedo, bro.
No, that's
right, bro.
From Ecuador. Where did it come from again?
Ecuador.
But you're a starter at the Prem, bro. No way he was making. It shouldn't be illegal for a starter to be making that much money, bro. They were not paying this guy, bro.
He was making 3,500.
That's crazy.
A week?
He was making 3,500 a week.
Caicedo was
that boy was in the trenches. That boy was renting a apartment. Hey man, that boy was in the trenches.
That boy has student loans. He'll be in debt.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, that's crazy.
But I'm glad he got his bread. But now for them to want 100 million, it just shows that they were disrespectful. They were disrespecting him, bro.
Yeah, but it's for what it's been good for a season. I wanted for 100 million. I don't.
But Caicedo's good though, bro. Not 100 million.
Cucurella was good. Cucurella was good.
No, but they're different type of players. Like Cucurella was a wing back, right? Or full back or wing back, or whatever, whichever one, right? And like he had a good season, like a solid season. But Caicedo,
Caicedo has been good. Even last season, he was good, bro. Let's not do
So
that.
would you take Caicedo or Declan Rice for the same price?
Caicedo.
For 100 mil for both, or you would take Caicedo? Nah.
I mean, Declan Rice is good. I ain't gonna lie, but
I
like Caicedo. I
prefer Caicedo. I think Declan Rice is good, but there's that little bit of English hype about him, bro.
Yeah.
He's been doing what Caicedo has been doing for like 3 seasons.
Nah, Caicedo, who's younger? I think Caicedo's younger too, right?
Caicedo's younger, yeah.
Caicedo has that mobility. Caicedo, for me and for United, I prefer, because I think you can do more with Caicedo than you can do with Rice at United. And I think with the United, there's that British hype, bro. There's that English hype, bro. There's that British hype.
I think it's coming to Chelsea now because.
Nah, I'm here Arsenal, bro.
No, Arsenal pulled out. The latest report was that Arsenal pulled out.
Rice. No,
I was talking about Caicedo.
Oh, Caicedo?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm hearing that we're looking at him too.
No, I've not heard anything about Man U looking at him.
Nah, I'm hearing that too, bro. I've not
heard anything about Man U looking. The latest from Austin was that they rejected 60 million for him, and now they're going back with 70 and Conor Gallagher.
Let me throw these numbers out like it's nothing, bro.
Yeah, I know. I got 100 million, 60 million, 70.
We don't want that.
Bro, I even get used to that's not a lot of bread, bro. That's a lot of money. Yeah, let's get into the comments. So we gotta get on the Greenwood one. We'll get on the Greenwood comment. But then they say you can't blame the American owners, to be honest. The Arabs messed up the game. I don't know if the Arab messed up the game. I don't know what you're talking about there. I don't know. The Arabs, I feel like the Arabs have helped. I mean, City just got the treble based off the Arabs, so I don't know. And
but they messed up the market. They were bidding crazy in the market. They're starting it off. Nah, it was like that.
PSG. Well, I guess it's them. But yeah,
they bought Mbappe for like 200, but Neymar for like 220. That's great. No, but before that, nobody out of that kind of money before.
Yeah,
before that, it was like Ronaldo went for like 80 million to Real Madrid. Nobody out of 220 before. Yeah. That's ridiculous money.
It makes it hard for like clubs to compete, to even bid in the bidding war. Like you can't even, you know what I'm saying?
Coming for 220, that's crazy.
Like 65, you say 100. I was like, all right, bro, I'm backing out. You know?
Yeah.
You guys.
That's what I'm saying. The new guy, the new striker, I keep forgetting how to say his name. Rasmus Holland.
Rasmus Holland. Yeah.
They're talking about 100 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He has not done anything in life.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be a movie situation.
No, man. And like, Chelsea, let's talk about y'all. Besides all that money.
Madrid wasn't 100. Y'all want to say 100 because of I don't know who y'all follow.
No,
Madrid was 62 and add-ons.
Nah, it was 80, bro. Don't do that. It was 80. It was 80, bro. It was 80 mil, bro. That's a lot of bread.
It was 62 plus add-on. People want to say Chelsea throw money at everything.
What's your left back? What's your left back called? The youngster.
Left back?
Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall done more than Mudryk, bro. Let's not do this, bro.
I know Mudryk hasn't settled in, but I know it's an investment for the future. You saw what he did today. You know there is something in there. You saw what he did today. And it's still 21. Yeah. He gave 2 assists today, and it was really good assists too.
Bro, he emotional, bro. Playing for Ukraine is gonna be emotional. I can't
judge a player.
That boy was not playing for Ukraine. That boy was fighting for Ukraine.
Yeah, was fighting. Bro.
Chelsea, he ain't fighting for y'all.
Yeah, fighting.
That was a war. If you're gonna say Cucurella is the fighter, he's a much better fighter than Cucurella. But he's like you saw his I know tattoos. I know he can't go with tattoo, but his tattoo literally says talent ain't enough. You know, he's a hard worker, and that's all I need to see in a player. Like
man,
that's what
racist, bro.
That was my issue. That was my issue with selling Werner. Werner wasn't the best striker, but you know he cared about the club. I don't want to play out just walking around and strolling around.
That's Werner another one that went back and started scoring again too.
But he cared about the club. It's like Havertz going. I don't care if Havertz going. That's not gonna go get Havertz. I don't care.
No, hold it right there. I want to understand the kind of juice that Havertz got. Havertz, let's buzz around Havertz, bro. He ain't doing nothing for Chelsea. Everybody want him.
He just scored a Champions League winning goal. That's it.
And 2 teams won him. And who else?
Real Madrid.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Come on, we gotta talk. Come on, bro. We can't act like that's just normal, bro. That's something ain't right somewhere.
He got somebody on the tapes. He got some tapes. He got some tapes.
For real.
Bro, let's stop talking about. Come on,
I think it's gonna ball for Real Madrid.
But Havertz has not.
Yeah, I think it's gonna ball for in La Liga. But I do want Arsenal to get him because it's gonna be a waste of money, and the money in Chelsea pockets. I ain't doing shit. Arsenal.
How about Real Madrid doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like even to Arsenal doesn't make any
Yeah, it
sense.
doesn't
He
make
can
sense.
do Real Madrid like.
And what's the money they're asking for?
Chelsea won 70, but I think
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think Arsenal be at 50 for him.
Oh, at this
Like,
point,
you should
Get
see the
that 51.
comments. You should see the comment when I say 50. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I agree with that. We like that. Let's get it out the club."
we gotta start investigating for money laundering.
Like he's scored the Champions League winners goal
2 years ago.
I'm happy about that. Like he won a Champions League. Yeah, okay, it's time to go. He can't stay on the ball. He can't control the. I don't like. You can't. I can't finish a game and say this is what Havertz has done.
Yeah,
You don't see him in
So
the game.
for us, you're on the sell Havertz.
Sell Havertz, 50 mil. That's a whole lot of money. You know what I can do with 50 mil? Sell him, especially to Arsenal. I think it's gonna be really bad at Arsenal. So I just want them to waste that money so they can give us somebody and let us buy a
empty
player.
their transfer chest.
I think
Nah,
is what is he
facts.
gonna do? What is he gonna be and where is he gonna play in?
They said I want to play him as an 8, as an
Eight?
like left center midfielder. That's what the Arsenal
That's
fan account are
crazy.
saying. They're gonna play him next to
crazy.
Odegaard.
Because they already got Odegaard. He's the creative midfielder. So what are they talking about? Like I'm trying to figure out.
And Arsenal
I
need
don't
a
know.
striker, really. So, but yeah, let me wrap up
Well,
this comment.
it's not a striker though. Is it?
Well, I mean, no, you guys play him up front sometimes,
Mhm.
but
We don't have a striker. Because
He's
we don't
not.
have a striker.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not a
And
striker.
Arsenal don't need a striker, so getting Havertz is kind of confusing.
See,
for
I
me.
want them to get him. Just waste the money and give us the money. Get Havertz.
Nah, fact. So we have United might as well go for Madison. Nah, I'm not about that. Then they say Mount is better than.
It looks like a United player though.
Nah, girl,
Nah, bro, nah, you gonna have it. Madison, I'm cool, bro.
That guy got relegated, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It just has a look of a United player to me. Like
BK is a big fan of Madison though. He always talks positive about Madison. He likes Madison. He was even shouting for him to go in the England team. So I don't see it, but BK sees it. I think Madison's a good player, but like when you're going for like United, like right now, bro, I need players that are gonna improve my 11.
Yep.
Madison improves the squad. Yes, he improves the squad, adds something different, but you're not improving my 11. You're not the reason why I'm gonna win the Premier League. You're not the reason. Like Casemiro came, huge improvement. Eriksen came, improvement, big improvement. Lissandro Martinez, huge improvement. If you're not doing that, I'm not thinking about you right now, bro. So he said Mount is better than Madison. I'll take Mount before Madison for United also. I'll take Mount before Madison. And he said, I'm not sure, Al, what team you support? I'm not sure. He said, I wanted Casemiro, McAllister, and Bruno. That would have been a good, Casemiro, McAllister, and Bruno. Yeah, I would have liked to see that. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see that. And he said, I was mad when Liverpool signed him. I'm guessing he's talking about McAllister. Yeah, same. So I think you might be a United fan. He said Caicedo over Rice. And Caicedo is younger and faster than Rice. So I agree with that. And also, man, like the video, bro.
For the same price, I
right
don't do. For the same price, I don't.
Like the video, please. Like
subscribe.
Yeah. You said, wait, what you said?
I said for the same price, I like Caicedo over Rice. Yeah, but at the same price for 100 mil, both of them.
Nah,
I'm not spending 100 mil on Caicedo.
Caicedo 60 mil.
Bro,
you guys were not paying.
They just rejected 60. Brighton just rejected 60. Because they want Levi Colwill, and we don't want to sell Levi.
Yeah, now we'll give them Fred. We'll give them Fred. 60 million Fred. Like, bro,
I think it's now 60 million and 70 million Conor Gallagher now.
Yeah, like, so bro,
Brighton,
you guys were not paying Caicedo, bro. So first of all, Caicedo made a big mistake signing that contract. I get it. Like when the pressure's on, you know, like he wrote that letter, say he wanted to leave.
So he wanted to leave, yeah.
They gave him an approved contract. But I think it was bad because if you think about the position you're in, these guys have milked yes, they definitely, don't get it wrong. Where you come from, they definitely propelled you into something else, but they definitely were underpaying you. It's like for all of us. Like, I don't know about when you just graduate, you get your new job, like you kind of like you really need the job and you like the job. So when they offer you, it's kind of hard to really negotiate because like you really want it. It's a come up, but they really underselling you if you really look at it as your peers.
I mean, once you get in, then that's when you know.
That's when you know.
Like,
yeah.
Okay. Like you know the value of your work. And you're like,
yeah. These people not paying me. But I think when Caicedo was in his position, is like, bro, you like because this was a January window.
Yeah.
Just end out the season, bro. Yeah. Then you really because I think he would how many years he had left in his contract?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I think he would have been in a better position to negotiate if he would have just kept that contract. Because now, like, Brighton can ask for all kind of crazy money and they can really price him out of a move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can price him out of a move.
The news from the I don't know which Twitter account that is that, but it's a credible one, is that it got a promise as part of his contract that they're actually gonna sell him this summer.
Nah, fuck the look what happened to Kane, bro. But yeah, look what happened to Kane. They promised, bro. I'm not want no promise, bro. Put it in my contract. Oh, give me a release clause. Yeah. That's the promise I need. Give me a release clause that if anybody comes with $70 million or pounds, you let me go. Yeah. You put that release clause in there. That's a promise. They priced him out of a move.
Nobody's buying him for 100 mil.
Yeah, bro. You could get someone else.
Like for that, I would say send the scouts to South America and go find the next Caicedo.
But I do think Caicedo has potential, though, bro. Caicedo has potential, bro. Caicedo has potential.
It feels like the whole world right now actually needs a DM, and the market for DM is not as huge. It feels like the whole world needs a DM.
I got the best DM right now, boy.
Wait, Casemiro?
Yeah.
You have him for like a year or two. What you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying right now. I got it right now. So if I get Caicedo, you know, he can kind of like train on the Casemiro. So
you're not getting Caicedo. I don't think.
And he showed he can play right back. So like, you know, so he can have.
I don't think you're getting Caicedo.
But I mean, for right now, I just need a Qataris, bro. I don't really want to talk about. I'm thinking about other things, but all depends on the Qatari. Because like, even if like, let's say like, it's. I think there's a couple more process needs to go. If the Glazers choose the Qataris, right? They have to get into a period where they have to negotiate. So it's not like they accept the bid. They choose them to get it. I think it's like exclusivity where they go and negotiate.
Yeah.
Then they gotta agree. When they agree, then the government has to get involved and the government has to agree. If you remember when Newcastle, it took damn near a whole year because they rejected it first. Then they appealed. It took like a year and a half.
They gotta get vetted and stuff.
Exactly. So it takes time. So like for United, bro, this season, this transfer window, we can't fuck it up, bro. We need the Qataris. We need this to go smoothly. So that's stressing me out. And we got a comment that said Rodri's the best right now. But all the trophy.
That's actually my dark horse shot for Ballon d'Or. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I said it's a dark horse.
Wait, hold up. Rodri for Ballon d'Or?
It won a treble. He scored a winning goal in the Champions League.
Bro,
he scored a lot of goals.
Messi won the World Cup, bro.
They be sucking on Messi,
They be sucking on Messi, bro. They're not Messi gonna get it.
If you're gonna say Haaland deserves the Ballon d'Or, you can bring Rodri.
I didn't say Haaland deserves the Ballon d'Or. I never said that. And think about it. With him going to the United States, coming to Inter Miami, bro, they're gonna want to give that Messi because they're gonna want to give Messi the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Ballon d'Or is run by France Football.
Benzema did everything and Messi still got it, bro. Come on, bro.
No, but I'm saying
not Benzema. Lewandowski.
No, that Lewandowski, they just canceled it for that year. I think they just was like, no, we're gonna give it to somebody else and cancel it.
Who missed out? Was it Benzema or Lewandowski that missed out?
Lewandowski, because they just said, oh, we're not doing the Ballon d'Or this year. That was the COVID year, and they were like, oh, we cancel it this year, so nobody's getting it. And then the next year they give it to Benzema or Messi again, I think, and then they give it to Benzema this year or last year.
But Messi's getting the Ballon d'Or. Him winning the World Cup, bro, he's getting the Ballon d'Or, bro. That's not even a question, bro.
Yeah, but he won it against France, and Ballon d'Or is a French award. I don't think he's gonna get it because of that main reason. Ballon d'Or is run by the French people, and he won it against against France. He won the World Cup against France, and he
Yeah,
just turned the league on into a laughing stock, which is a French league. So I don't know, he's done a lot of things against French football. So I don't know if they'll consider for the Ballon d'Or. Just saying.
Okay, I'm rolling.
He's done a lot of things against French football.
Mom, what you saying?
I'm saying, but don't they like vote on it though? It's like a vote, like they vote.
Yeah,
on
I think
it's a
like
vote.
the reporters vote.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a vote, but everything is rigged.
Fawaz might be onto some stuff, man.
Everything is rigged.
But even with all this vote, like you watch there's a FIFA the documentary of how they corruption, bro. Like it runs deep, bro. They figure out a way to be.
They give it to who they want to give it to. If they don't really give it to who they want to give it to, I really don't think Messi should have won his 7th one. Just saying. There were better. There were
the last two Messi didn't deserve it, bro. The last two
they were better players. They were just like, oh, is the option? Let's give it to Messi.
I'm seeing this. They're saying United should go for Amrabat. He's cheap.
What?
He's good defensively on the ball. He's good on defensively and he's good on the ball.
I hold his Amrabat.
And he start with Casemiro. I don't know.
I thought it was old. I thought it was 30. Like I thought it was very old. It looks very old.
I don't know. Amrabat. I could be convinced.
I don't know.
Amrabat is he's decent, bro. He's good. Like I feel like there's a lot of hype around him too right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Let's see, how old is he? Yeah, I mean,
he's 26. It's not that old. He just looks old.
Yeah, how old is he? 23? He's 26.
26.
Yeah. Only if Ten Hag wants him. Only if the reason is because it has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Amrabat is a risky. I like the other player. What's his name? The attacking player. What's his name again? But he went to, I think he went to like Liga. The skinny dude, bro. The attacking midfielder.
Yeah. Did he go to he didn't go to
or
Bayern.
is it a French league? He didn't go to Bayern.
You talking about Moroccan player?
Yeah, the Morocco. He's the attacking midfielder. He's silky, bro. He dribbles.
I know his face.
Yeah, he went to
Buffon.
No, not Buffon. Nah. Fuck, bro. He's the skinny dude. Bro, that's my boy, man. Fuck, I might have to look him up. But like,
and Nesiri, he can be a Nesiri.
I think so. Nah.
And Nesiri's a striker.
No, it's not him. But Amrabat was good, but I'm not sure if he's the one we should be looking for right now.
No, I don't. I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
Unai,
that's my boy. I love Unai, bro. He's good with the ball, son. Unai's silky. I'll take Unai. I'll take Unai before Mount.
He plays for Marseille, right?
Yeah, he went to nobody taking Eze.
Eze, that's a shot.
Eze needs to grow a little bit. I think like he still has to grow a little, but he's definitely one player to watch for sure.
I don't know. I've just always like whenever I go play my career in FIFA, he's the first player I back for my team.
He's a good shout though. He's
wonderful.
He's one of those players that I need the coach to want him, because then you know he's gonna utilize him in the same way. And I don't know, like United, bro, especially with all these big teams, we need players that come and have a huge impact to improve the quality. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you realistically think you're challenging next year?
If I get the owners that I want and get them in time to give Ten Hag what he wants, 100%.
There's no, I don't think there's time. There's only like 3 months left first. They can't finish the whole bidding process in 3 months.
Hey man, I don't know, bro. Every day I wake up.
Realistic. I don't even think Chelsea is challenging next year. I'm fine with a Europa League place finish. If we get top 4, then yeah. But I'm fine with a Europa League place. I don't think anybody's challenging until Pep leaves City.
I don't know.
And
let's depends on how the window goes, right?
Yeah, but you see, all the players that are linked to it, it doesn't go
like,
for
Arsenal was really close. Think about that. Arsenal, if not for like Saliba's injury, we could have been seeing a different conversation, you know what I'm saying, with Arsenal. So I think
I don't know.
My prediction is next year, and this is very early to say, but if the transfer window goes well, United, Arsenal, Liverpool would be giving City a tough time.
Liverpool?
Liverpool having a good window right now. They're starting off way early. They're doing business very early. And they get players in. They got McAllister
and they got like you gotta think about they had Nunes
and
what's the other fucking fraud fucker.
Gakpo. So they already already set. All they gotta do is figure out their midfield, and then maybe a defender, a center back, or something like that. But they're already stacked. To be very honest with you, like their attack. Once they Klopp, you know how Klopp is. Once he gets a couple seasons with a season or so with a player, he gets to improve them more. So they still have a gap to fill. You know, they have to work on some few things, but depending on how their transfer window goes, they'll definitely will come back next season in Liverpool. So we gotta, that's not something we can just look over. But Arsenal for sure will definitely compete again and will challenge.
I don't know. With Arsenal for me, I think it's a mental thing. I think.
No, but losing Saliba was huge. That's when they started losing all their games after.
Yeah, but I think for next year it's a mental thing for them where it's like,
okay,
we work so hard. We work so hard this year, but we didn't even meet our goal. So can we even do it? I feel like it's a mental. It's like when
they're gonna need reinforcement. Are they gonna get the right reinforcements too?
Yeah, it's like when Tottenham went to the Champions League final and lost it, and they just collapsed the next season.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a mental. I think and they're all young players too. So I don't know. That's
with United. With United, like the reason why with United I'm not talking so much about it is because we have a lot of things question marks, like the Gea situation, big question mark. That alone.
You saw the news today, right?
Or the news that he's not on the team sheet on the retained list.
Yeah, retention list. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means he probably may be in talks, or he probably isn't. He hasn't agreed on a new contract. So I think that's the main reason why he's not on the list.
Yeah,
yet.
Exactly.
So that's one thing, So if we get a keeper, or if we fix the De Gea situation, get a few more players in, we're not gonna have the same. This is how you gotta think about it. United's not gonna have the same start like they had last season. Right? We won't start off getting beat 4-0 because we don't know how to play from the back. That would have been a fixed problem already. We already fixed that problem.
Transfer, and they're gonna heavily emphasize on that in the preseason.
Exactly, in preseason. So we're not gonna have the whole Ronaldo situation again. That's done. The only situation they gotta sort out now is the Mason Greenwood. So if they sort out the Mason Greenwood situation, the Gea situation, and then the Qatari ownership, then the season's gonna start in a different way. Ten Hag already knows his players. He already knows who he wants. He already knows what to do. So it's not you're not starting off fresh. You're not guessing who's gonna do what. You know what I mean? So United is gonna have a different season. So
talking about the Greenwood, Al had a question. He said, Mason Greenwood is in the United retention list. Is this good for the club?
I think it's a tricky like subject, right? Everybody's like kind of like dancing around it and whatnot. But I think it's between the club, the player, and the player's family to sort out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point it's dragged on for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're still paying him, it's gonna be a knowledge.
He's on contract. He's on contract.
Yeah, he's on a contract. He's still getting shit.
But it's more of the I think it's people. It's beyond. It's more of the ethical ramifications and moral ramifications, right? So to me, like I said, the fans' input doesn't weigh.
It doesn't matter in this. I think honestly, bro, like I think United are gonna keep him. I think before they do it, they'll consult everyone involved.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the situation itself is like super, like the lines are super blurred in every aspect. But I think United, Greenwood is gonna have a United shirt on next season.
Yeah, it's going towards that direction. The way it's looking.
Yeah.
We'll see how that pans out.
Wasn't it found not guilty, right?
Yeah, and then which is why I said it's a very like
the whole thing is convoluted. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is convoluted.
Yeah,
but
would you take him back personally? I know a lot of people are saying they won't.
Honestly, for me,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's if you take this, what I'm saying. This is a weird thing. If you ask strictly football, right?
Yeah, football is
strictly football. Greenwood is one of the most talented youngsters in his age.
He is the most talented, actually.
Yes.
Look at it. So after Rashford, it's Greenwood.
I think Rashford.
Wait, Rashford ain't a youngster no more.
Right.
I think Greenwood is more talented than Rashford.
Yeah, low key, low key.
So if you look at the progression and improvement in his game, because I remember when first Greenwood came, he was deadly. Like he was doing both foot, but you could kind of see Greenwood came alive in the box.
Yeah.
But everything in between, he couldn't do. He wasn't really good running the ball. He wasn't really good grabbing the ball, turning. Then you could see that progression in his game. You could see Greenwood taking on players. You could see Greenwood grabbing the ball, turning, passing, coming in between. So I saw that head and goals. Like, come on, bro. So at improved, he was in an incline. Now, you haven't played in almost a year, bro.
Yeah.
How is that gonna look like? Like, you know, and with everything around you, he needs to come and bang.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me strictly,
Apparently
because he's not banned from training or anything. So he has.
I don't think training and match.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, of course, it's not the same. Yeah.
But at least you're maintaining your fitness, right?
Yeah, but he has that shot that I envy where he doesn't need like to build up.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a backlift. He just snapshot. His face stays in one place, and it gets so much power behind that. But I'm like,
and he scores in every angle. He scores in every angle. So I mean, like I said, the situation is tricky. It's like I said, it's convoluted, bro. But so we'll see what happens, bro. I mean, United was United before Greenwood. United will be United after Greenwood. So whatever the situation is, we'll see how it rolls.
That's why I don't go on Twitter, because these Twitter people, everybody just cries about everything.
It's also not real life. Twitter's not real life. That's
everybody cries about everything.
Yeah. Like, the same people dissing him when he scores are gonna celebrate his goals. So
I'm gonna say, like, I'm actually not that this doesn't mean I want him to come back, but I'm curious as to what the reaction is gonna be when he comes back.
Oh, he's gonna get it. Bro, they still meal at Kurt Zuma, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna get, like, the fans are gonna chant some stuff at him.
And opposition? He has to be ready for that.
They're gonna call him some stuff,
look at the background I have over here with City, bro. You can imagine what they're gonna do. They're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him.
Yeah, so there he's gonna get, like,
he needs to score in his first 5 games.
Yeah, that's what he would have to do.
He needs to score in his first 5 games for his career, for everything. Because the question is, if he doesn't perform, everything's like, why you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have all that again on him. So if he scores in his first, if he scores in his first 2-3 games, it's gonna quiet down a little bit. At least you get, like, the United fans will not be. You don't want the United fans on your back and opposition on your back. That's gonna be tough. So at least if you score, you have a level of support, and like you can start to like tune out the noise a little bit and focus on your career. So he needs to score with his first game, but if not, it's gonna be bad for him.
Also, like, you know, the reports are he's expecting a child and they're planning to get married. So it's like, to me, the decision,
that situation was weird to me. Some, like, you were accused of like abuse, and all of a sudden you're not guilty, and you're getting married, and you have a baby. Like, I thought it was a fake news. Like, what?
So for me, I feel like, honestly, this man, I may be wrong here, but I think the ultimate decision is actually based on it's actually on the woman, the wife, the girlfriend. You know, he should. I guess a lot of the weight is on her. Does she feel like?
And even that as I'm saying, that's like all that's blurred lines. Like how
blurred lines, like, honestly, because who can say what? You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see how that goes. One thing I know for sure, though, if Ten Hag defends him, he's gonna defend him all the way.
Facts.
Like, you know, Ten Hag ain't gonna take them. Like, they're gonna ask him questions in media. He's just gonna be like, "Nah, I talked about this. It's done.
It's done." Yeah, he's gonna back it. But even the role on the Ten Hag, bro. Like, you know, talk about how you know. Let's do it like Ten Hag season. I think he's had a great season. Even like the players, when the players has been shit, he's come out and said the players are shit. He's come out and said the game was shit. He made them ran. You see how he handled Ronaldo's situation. I think for him, he had a 10 out of 10 season, bro. Won a trophy. Now the FA Cup was crazy, but I think he did well, bro. I'm very impressed. Very, very. And I'm happy we chose him over Pochettino, if I was. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't, because they were talking about Ten Hag or Poch. I'm glad we got Ten Hag.
Well, we'll see what I think Poch is going to be good for Chelsea. I think. Well, we'll see. I won't judge the coach until it starts. But I know his track record with young players, and Chelsea has so many young players. Like, the average age is like 22 or something at Chelsea right now. So we need somebody that's
So
has a track record with young players.
Pochettino,
Yeah, I mean, he developed daily. He
see
developed,
how he would
yeah.
he'll adapt after being out for such a while. He's not been coaching for over a year.
I don't think it matters. He has a philosophy that he follows, and I don't think that's gonna change.
It does matter. I mean,
I don't think
same thing.
he has a thing.
With the players, like,
I'm pretty sure when it comes into the season now, it's gonna take them through running because they're gonna run. All this that's
but
he has.
my question about Poch is: would he be as commanding? Would he still have that?
Yeah, exactly.
authority?
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean. Like,
It will. I think it will. I don't see that as a problem.
okay.
So what? Let's
I don't
say.
see-
Let me ask you this for a while. Ten Hag bench Maguire. I think Thiago Silva's getting to the point where he needs to be benched.
No, Thiago Silva will be benched next season. I believe so. I know.
Will Punch
No,
make that
That's the best
decision?
player. That's
No,
the best
It's
player.
it's our best player because our players aren't performing. If our players are actually performing, Thiago Silva is not our best defender.
He had a better season than Fofana. He had a better
No,
season.
that's why I said they're not performing.
Yeah.
If Fofana at his best, is better than Thiago Silva right now. Not Thiago Silva of AC Milan, obviously.
But is he gonna bench him though? Does he have the cojones to bench Thiago Silva?
Yeah.
And take the scrutiny that's gonna come with that.
I don't think that. I think any rational Chelsea fan right now should know Thiago Silva will be benched next season. If any Chelsea players thinking that Thiago Silva is going to play 30 matches next season, I think they're delusional. Like even this season, I didn't think he was going to be playing as much because we bought Fofana, but obviously he didn't perform, so he had to play. So, but I think next season we're going into next season with 5 defenders or 6. So, if we have performing, like I see us playing 4-3-3. So if Colwill and Fofana are performing really well, why would I play Thiago Silva? I would play him like the once in a blue moon game where like he has, because he's 39 or something. He needs rest. He can't play. Even when he was playing under Lampard, they would come back from the Champions League and they would say, he would come out and say in press conference, I can't play Silva because he's tired, because his old age. He just can't take it no more. So if you have an actual player that's performing and can fit into that role without any problem, why would you play a player that you know will be tired? That's the only reason. If Fofana performs, I don't see Thiago Silva playing.
Interesting.
And I feel like Fofana, I think his issue right now is injury. If he gets over there, I don't know. And also, I've seen Silva in the back 4. It's not the best defender in the back 4. He's good in the back 3 when he has runners on the left and right of him. But in the back 4, he's not the best. Poch,
yeah, he's not. His pace gets exposed.
Yeah, Poch plays back 4. I hope it doesn't change to a back 3. He plays back 4, so I think that would also play a part in it too. So
are you excited about Poch coming then? I mean, I know you said that he's good with young players, but like,
I'm excited that the young player thing, and also like Chelsea players don't run. Like you saw what happened Man U against Brentford, and like Brentford outrun Man U, and the next training session, Ten Hag was like, okay, you are running somewhere.
yeah.
So if you look at the stats when Poch was coaching Southampton, when he was coaching Spurs, his players run the most every season on average. So I feel like if you bring that into Chelsea with the talent we have already, you bring discipline into that, and players that actually want to run, not just like stand around. Like Ziyech is fucking lazy. He can't do anything. He just stays there and wait for the ball to come to him. He's a talented player, very good, but he's lazy. He doesn't fight for the ball. So if you can put that talent and put more of a hard work into it, I think it's gonna be a star.
How long will you give Poch though?
The whole season. Why would I say if we're not doing what we did last season, if we're not going into relegation again, I'll give him the whole season. But I would expect what you guys had with Ten Hag, one cup trophy, and put a challenge in for the top 4. Even if we don't get out of hand, like be there and about, be in 5th place, 6th place, be like 2 points off the top 4 at the end of the season. Don't take us to 12th like Potter did.
So, Mark, let me ask you how you feeling about Ten Hag's season and how you feeling looking at next season?
I'm looking at it as this is to me, looking at Ten Hag's past and also comparing him to other coaches and what they walk into. This is probably one of the worst ever seasons you can walk into as a first-time coach in a new country, as a new coach in a new country, in a new league. So he's not going to have this terrible, as much of a bad start and still be able to manage, and still manage to finish third. So I'm thinking going to next, but back in the season, he had a good season, very good season. I mean, considering everything, like people got when you list all these roadblocks Ten Hag had, people make it seem like, oh yeah, they're not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure because you can tell even he handles himself well under pressure, but when situations pass, he reflects on them and he talks about them, and you can tell there's a lot of pressure that was,
And he lost strikers. He lost Ronaldo, Martial. He lost Greenwood.
Yep, he didn't have a good January transfer. He had, Sancho was underperforming. He had to leave and come back. He had the Greenwood situation he had to deal with. I mean, so it's a lot. You know what I mean? And then he had the Casemiro situation, 8-match ban.
Red cards, yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have a secondary DM.
Eriksen being injured for a crucial part.
Yeah, players playing through injury, Varane going out, Martinez going out at key points of the season. So these are all things that people just can't write off. You can't just write it off and say it happens in soccer. No, these are his key players. Maguire was being benched, an 80 million pound player, a captain. So all these are obstacles that he has to do. He has to deal with Maguire as a person, hey, I'm gonna have to bench you. You have to understand that. He has to go and look at his other players and say, look, Shaw, I'm gonna need you to use you in a different position and try this out. First time Luke Shaw playing center back, he killed it.
Man City.
Yeah, exactly. He had to trust his other players to put in the shift when other players were not there. So how he managed this season, I mean, honestly, give this season to any other coach, we would have been probably 10th. Right. Any other coach, just tell me which other coach do you think would have handled this United situation the way Ten Hag handled it? So I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any team deal with all these things in one season and still manage to make third.
I mean, Chelsea did it. Chelsea did it on a Lampard. On a Lampard, we had a transfer ban. We lost Hazard in summer before. We couldn't buy players. He was playing with Mount was coming from Derby County. He had all these youth players. The only reason we had youth players in our team right now, all these Mount, Gallagher, Lewis Hall, is because we had that transfer ban. And Lampard couldn't buy anybody. He was playing all these youth. He still made top 4.
He made what?
He made top 4. He got us Champions League.
Did he get sacked before the season ended?
No, that was the second season. He got sacked in the second season. First season, he made his top 4. Lampard might not be a good tactician, but with Chelsea in the first season, he has a lot of bad things to
he didn't win a trophy. But he didn't win a
trophy.
He didn't win a trophy.
Yeah. But so he didn't win a trophy.
But look,
Ten Hag won a trophy. He went to the final. He went to the final.
You went to Coventry and all this last club to win it. What did you play? What did you play in the Carabao Cup?
Forget the trophy, right?
You played at Coventry and all this.
Why did you win it then, bro? Is it that easy? Why did you win it?
We played City in the first game. We played City in the first Carabao Cup game.
No, but
our first Carabao Cup was City. The first ever Cup game was City too.
For us.
We got bad luck.
For us. That don't matter. We beat City in the league or FA Cup. What was it? The league? We beat City one game. We won one game. So that's not the point, right? You can still
beat City in the Champions League right there. There you go.
Did y'all really?
Yeah, we beat City for that Champions League.
The final was against City?
Yeah, 2021.
Oh yeah,
Chelsea was
Yeah.
But for us, I'm not having that. You're not comparing.
The Chelsea season. Yeah, it's not the same.
Ten Hag season to Lampard season.
Not even close. It's not even close. All Lampard dealt with. No. All Lampard dealt with was a
that was a free hit. That
In
season
fact-
was a free hit for Chelsea, bro.
In fact,
It was supposed to be free.
There was no expectation for them. No
Thank you.
expectation.
That's exactly what I was
There was
gonna
no expectation.
Thank you very much. That's
What the-
There was
exactly.
no expectation.
I remember every Chelsea fan was like, "We don't expect to
We're
finish."
done. Yeah,
And
we
it's
done.
still
Like,
no
top
pressure.
four.
it's vibes.
What
It's
you
vibes.
talking about?
Yeah, but then there's no pressure.
Bad it was. That's how bad it was. It was so bad.
He only
Nobody
had-
expected us to play anything, and it still made top four. That was a good season.
No, that's not. Oh, that's not okay. Who remembers that? I didn't even remember that.
I do.
Ten Hag.
That's what, yeah, you do. But I'm saying everybody's gonna remember at least if you compare Ten Hag season and Lampard's first season.
Remember
you
that
remember.
season in 2 years? No, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not a Man U fan.
You don't remember that. He came in and he won a trophy. You don't remember that.
He beats like okay. Name them to the teams you beat to get to the Carabao Cup. I know Coventry was one of them. I remember.
We all know where the trophy ranks. That's not the point. The point is having silverware. It's just what we're talking about. You
Yeah.
have zero silverware.
And he went to the FA Cup final too.
There's 3 possible silverwares to win in England. It's Premier League, FA Cup, and Carabao. No matter every season, no matter
And he
what.
went to final for 2 of them
He went-
and came third.
Thank you.
Wait, Lampard won 2 finals too. No,
What
He
two
he
finals?
lost
Wait.
both to Liverpool.
Yeah,
Did he not?
exactly. He didn't win anything. That's
He
what
lost
I'm trying to say.
but he got to the final of both.
But that's what we're trying to say. It's not. But he didn't have the exact same season. That's what we're trying to say. Like, you know what I mean?
Hold on. Lulu said Mourinho took Man United a second. I don't know what point he's trying to say, but I'm pretty sure it's a negative of United.
That is a good season too.
I mean,
Take-
Oli
United-
came second too. I don't know what you're trying to say.
No.
Ole came second, yeah.
Oli
you're
came
looking-
second.
Yep. Ole came second.
Ole came second.
The third that Ten Hag has this season is because Liverpool was underperforming. Chelsea was underperforming. Tottenham was underperforming.
I don't want to
It's
hear all
all-
this.
Yeah,
What
all
you
these
see?
things you gotta say.
that's excuses,
How many
bro.
points
Listen,
did he have?
Man United was
How many
underperforming.
points did he have?
That's
How
Man
many
excuses,
United,
points did he get?
yo,
That's excuses.
for
bro.
us,
No, how many points did he get? How many points did he get?
United got smoked 4-0. First 2 games, 4-0 back to back. 4-4.
How many points did he get?
He
many-
just told us all that matters. See, it doesn't matter
No,
what. Yes.
the point matters. That's how you put it in
We
the perspective.
underperformed because we weren't even close to second.
Because if Chelsea was playing well, if Liverpool was playing well, it wouldn't be in
If-
third.
What is playing well?
if-
They're
it
all
wouldn't
playing-
be in
they're-
third.
Listen, every team has to deal with their own circumstances. That's what makes you a good coach. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying Liverpool. What problem did Liverpool have this season?
Injuries and aging players.
What
They
injuries?
add injuries and aging players.
Which injuries did they have?
I'm not
Name
sure.
one key player that was out for Liverpool. Van
I
Dijk
know they
was-
had an aging midfield.
Thank you, but that's one problem they have. One problem. You just name me one problem. I can name 5 problems that Man U had.
I don't follow Liverpool. I don't see. I can't
Yeah,
even
but
name
that's what
one.
I'm saying.
I can't even name one problem that United have because I don't follow United.
Come on, Eric. Come on now.
I don't follow United. I
Bro,
can't
you-
name one
You
problem.
didn't know about Ronaldo? You didn't know about Greenwood?
Ronaldo. You
Ronaldo-
don't-
know about-
Everybody
I
knows
know-
about Ronaldo.
No, okay, Ronaldo. You don't know
And
about
Greenwood
Sancho?
wasn't a problem. How did Greenwood affect you?
Bro, what do you mean? Greenwood was set up to be a striker this season. Starter.
So how did the guy?
He
You
didn't
got
play.
You got what Weghorst.
He was one of my
Bro,
best.
come on. And he came in January.
So
You got
exactly.
one and Martial. The Ballon
Marcel
d'Or
was
star.
injured. Hold on, Marcel. We have a lot of issues.
bro.
Marcel was injured, and then halfway through the season, the Glazers announced they want to sell. That's a whole saga in itself.
Everything has
then-
an issue.
January comes in, we couldn't buy any player, and then
Nah,
Martinez gets injured.
Martinez get injured
Varane
too.
gets injured. Casemiro gets
Casemiro.
scored twice.
And
He made
Ericsson.
8 matches. So you know we're not gonna act like that's not and Casemiro was the main guy that saved our season. So then imagine our main guy is out, then Martinez is out, then this guy is out. Ronaldo, even Rashford was injured, playing through injury at some point. Bruno played through injury. You know what I mean? So we had a lot of issues, and we still had a baggage of old bad players that we kept from McTominay,
Exactly.
Fred.
Nah, I won't say
Yeah,
McTominay.
but
Fred,
no,
yeah,
but-
you make a point.
Every team
Let
has
me,
its
let,
own
me, let,
shares
me
of
read,
problem,
let me
though.
read the comments. So Lulu was like, okay, I read it, Marina. He said, Lulu saying Chelsea, we lost our greatest player in Hazard. Kante started the season injured. That's not, I mean, that's not really an excuse for Chelsea.
How is that excuse?
That's not an excuse. I'm not hearing that.
He said Greenwood was not playing. Kante didn't
But
play.
y'all
7
lost
months.
Hazard. Bro, y'all lost Hazard. Like, bro, Kante has been injured since he came with Chelsea. Like, and y'all signed a lot of players.
No,
Y'all signed a lot of players too.
was the man of the match. In the
Bro.
Champions League, the next season they couldn't
So
play.
you're saying you guys finished. You're saying you finished in relegation because Kante was injured.
We didn't say we finished in relegation because it was injured, but there was a whole lot of problems too. It wasn't just one problem.
I don't know.
You had a manager that was able to ride through the problem. We didn't have that. We had Potter.
So that's a credit to Ten Hag, and that's what Mom is trying to say. You have to credit that to Ten Hag.
Yeah, credit to Ten Hag, but it's not the best Man U has done so far.
And to also add, he managed it better than Lampard too, and you can't compare Lampard with Ten Hag.
Lampard's season with the transfer ban versus what Ten Hag had to deal with.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Like I'm not saying Lampard had it easy, but I'm looking at all the obstacles. Like Lampard, beginning of the season, he already knew transfer ban, so it wasn't like a surprise, a shock. He already knew, okay, this is what I got to work with. Ten Hag was hit after hit after hit. It first of all started off with the 4-0 loss. You know, we're like, what the heck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's shook. Then the Ronaldo situation dragged on for like how long? And then the Sancho, he had to get shipped out. Or I keep saying shipped out. He had to leave. Then Martial could not be fit to save his life. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. And then you have the whole
got injured in a crucial game. We needed him in the final.
And okay, let me add this point too. Man United played the most minutes, more than any team in professional football, by the way, in history too. Yeah. The most number of games in professional football.
Yeah,
the players.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
Oh, name it.
Chelsea went in this Champions League to play like 63 or 64 games last season. We went to the final of every game. We played the maximum amount of game possible because we went to the final of every cup. This season we won the Champions League. We got to the final.
I'm talking about this season.
That's what I'm saying though. Just because we played more this season, we played more last season too. And we still got the Champions. We still got something.
Where you guys all?
We don't get Champions League last season.
Did you guys go all the way to the Carabao final? And
last year?
No, you're talking about the season you're talking about right now.
I'm talking about last season, Tuchel season.
You guys played the most amount of games?
Yeah, us and Liverpool. That's why a lot of players was tired. That's why Conte couldn't play this season because we ran Conte to the end.
But how many the finals did you guys get to?
All the finals. Final of the Carabao, final of the FA, final of the Champions League.
And you guys couldn't win one.
We won Champions League right there.
That's not we did Europa League. You did Europa League too. We had an extra game. We had an extra game in the Europa League too. So,
but you didn't go to the final of the Europa League.
Wait, hold on. You didn't add World Cup. I'm adding World Cup too.
World Cup, exactly. World Cup.
I'm talking about like minutes. I'm not talking about like just World Cup included in the middle of the season. So
Factz.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
how many players got in the World Cup?
Come on, Bruno was in there.
Everyone there. Varane went to the final.
Martinez
went to
the final.
No final.
He didn't play all the games, but he played.
Bruno played every game, bro. Bruno, Casemiro went to the final.
No,
Anthony went to.
City players didn't play more minutes. City were out of the FA, the Carabao Cup earlier. So
yeah, let me finish some of these comments. So then Al said Ten Hag had an okay season. Our games were not impressive. Ten Hag started first team from the start to finish to win the Carling Cup. I don't know. The games were impressive. I'm not gonna say. Then Lulu said Van Dijk. I think he was talking about when Liverpool he's talking about Liverpool injuries, Van Dijk. But even when Van Dijk played, he was trash. So I don't think Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk has been trash for a while.
Yeah, so I don't say that.
I feel like we can all agree that United had way more problems than any other team. That's just a universal fact.
Yeah, that's last season. A lot of teams have been having problems, and you don't see us making it the team of the season.
Well, hold on. Let me roll through this comment real quick. Let me finish this. And it said, Al said, why is United fans celebrating the Carling Cup? We're not celebrating. We just stating it, especially to bring the point of where we're saying that you can't compare Lampard's season to Ten Hag. We're just stating that. We're not really celebrating it. So, and it said, United not bragging about Carling Cup. Yeah, whatever. Then Lulu said, Lampard had a transfer bad and could not bring in nobody. Ten Hag was able to bring in Casemiro, who made the huge difference. I don't know. I mean, you're comparing. Yeah, we're saying if you're comparing the transfer bag, what it limits you, and what also Ten Hag had to do. We're comparing both of those. So I think Ten Hag had more issues to, because like the Ronaldo effect is that alone is huge. That alone, dealing with Ronaldo alone is a big thing. So
yeah, but y'all are the help of the World Cup with that, because most of that saga was during the World Cup.
It was before. It started in this preseason, bro.
It started, but most of it ended in like wasn't it preseason?
It ended in transfer, but it started in preseason.
It did not start in preseason.
Yes, he didn't come for preseason, bro. Ronaldo didn't come to preseason. That's when he was talking about leaving. Even Chelsea was talking about buying him. That's when it started.
I don't know. We don't want to know.
I remember Lulu was like, "Yo, we bringing your goat." I remember Lulu saying that. But let me finish this.
It definitely started preseason. 100%. It started. In fact, it started before Ten Hag joined.
Yeah.
I remember that because it was the rumors were Ten Hag didn't have Ronaldo in his plans.
Yeah.
I remember that. 100%.
Then after Lulu said, "Lo, I'm talking about Lampard's first season."
So he knew there was a problem coming in.
No. Come on, you can't do that.
That's what you said. Nah, that's what you said about Lampard knowing there was a transfer ban. He did know there was a problem coming in.
Hold on. I'm trying to spin the block.
He's not trying to spin it. I'm just repeating what you said. Repeating what you said.
For Glazers, man.
Just repeating what you said.
No, I'm saying when he was coming in, there was rumors that he didn't say it in his mouth. Rumors were like, Ronaldo's not part of his plans. But he came in and he said, he is part of my plan.
He did say that, yeah.
I need Ronaldo. He said, I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, facts.
The seasons progressed and we saw Ronaldo not performing. And then, he didn't like being on the bench. Then problems arise. And then he wanted to terminate his contract. The whole interview, literally throwing Ten Hag under the bus.
Man, I feel like that was worse than the Lukaku interview. I don't know which was worse.
Lukaku was way worse than Lukaku. Lukaku didn't talk about stuff like that.
And Ronaldo's a bigger player.
Nah, Lukaku didn't say some shit. Lukaku was like, it was not what I was expecting at Chelsea. I made at Chelsea. I should have stayed at Inter Milan. Man, he had a whole fan base against him. I've never seen an old Chelsea fan agree on one thing, but we all agree we didn't want Lukaku.
And Ronaldo's status, you could kind of forget. You could kind of accept what he did because of who Ronaldo is. But Chelsea and Lukaku's like, come on, bro.
Look in his head is Ronaldo.
Fact. He thinks that.
I went to the final and he fumbled it.
He should. That's why I should have proved it. I would have fucking put a picture. I would have hung up Lukaku's picture if he didn't won that final.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then Lulu said Chelsea and Liverpool played 63 games last season. I mean, okay.
Yeah, we played a lot of games last season.
But you can't really compare that to United, bro.
No, right? you can compare like that transcended into this season with no preseason. Conte was injured because he played almost all the games last season. He couldn't play almost 7 months this season. It's not a problem. The ownership problem came from last season to this season, and it wasn't like we wanted to sell the club. So what I'm hearing, you're saying that United and Chelsea face similar issues. We face way more issues.
No. It's not
a whole ownership situation.
We have an ownership situation right now.
Right now, but we've added and we didn't mean to sell. We liked our owner. We didn't mean to sell. You don't like your owner and you want to sell. We like our owner.
Stress.
We were forced to sell.
It's the same.
It's not the same.
I'm dealing with the same stress, if not worse than what you're dealing with.
But it's not the same. It's not the same though.
It's just from different perspective. It's from different perspectives.
We wanted Roman to stay. We love Roman.
That's what I'm saying. I don't love Glazers. I want them to sell.
See, we were being forced to sell rather than you want to sell. We were being forced to sell by the UK government for a war that we don't know nothing about.
It's the same, but it's just from different perspectives, bro. So basically, you're saying that you didn't want to sell, you wanted to keep, but you were forced to sell, and you were stressed because of that. I'm telling you, I'm stressed. I want them to sell. I want them to sell because if the Glazers stay, or if they give it to Jim, we're done.
Okay.
We're done.
So I got this. So Man United played 62 games this season, and you add the World Cup. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no, we've never had a season where a World Cup happened halfway in the season. We played 62 games, 62 plus the World Cup. So that definitely is more than 63 games for the players, for most of our players.
Facts. And to finish up the comment, then Al said City played more minutes this season and won everything. Minutes played are excuses. I don't know if City played more minutes. I don't know about that.
I think City did play more minutes.
I don't think City.
Yeah, I don't think the same final.
I don't think City played more minutes. And Al said every team had problems. Yeah, but like I think if you can compare, every team has problems every season, but there's some like craziness that happens that you can't really expect.
No one expects a perfect season. When we say problems, what I expect from a team to have problems is a player getting injured,
Injured,
or
yeah.
a player maybe a coach not liking one player and benching him. That's it. But to have ownership problems, have a domestic violence issue happening,
Yeah.
the biggest player of all time, arguably having a
Conflict with the team.
You know what I'm saying? A fight.
Yeah.
Those are too many problems. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then plus the pressure of coming into a new league.
See, yeah. And it's his first year too at the Prem, so you gotta account for all that.
So yeah.
And also, bro, let me finish this comment. But I got a question for you. Lulu said, we unexpectedly lost our club, but you saw this coming.
How did you see this coming? No one, first of all, let's agree that nobody expected United to finish third. Let's put that out there. We all thought United was going to finish.
I think he's talking about the Glazers selling, but I don't know. No one expected that too. That came out of the blue.
That came out of the blue. We didn't
That came out of the blue. No. And he said the Euros happened last season. What? Yeah, and after I'll say, y'all need to add me on the next pod. All right, bet. Don't worry. I think if you know Mom, just connect with Mom and just let us know. We record every Sunday, but we're gonna try to get some Fridays. So just hit up Mom, and when I hit him up, he can hit you up. We'll set it up.
I got it.
All right. So Fawaz, I got a question. What was my question? Let me read the comments because one of the comments sparked it. We expectedly lost our club. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask him.
Yeah.
Damn, Fawaz, I was gonna get you.
Well, we had a deadline.
It would come
we had a deadline. It wasn't like, oh, you can sell whenever you want to. It was like you're gonna sell now, or you're going to administration and you're going to the championship. Like for a while, we didn't know nothing about. And the whole time, it was all a shambles.
Hey, but first of all, hey, no.
We don't have a sponsor.
Pause.
Going to the next, yeah.
I'll take this back. Pause. Y'all knew your owner was corrupt.
No.
Nah, he was banned. He was banned the season before. He was banned from coming to the game.
No,
he was banned.
He's been banned.
He's
been banned for like five
y'all
years.
know your owner.
That's not a new thing.
Not games.
Y'all know your owner. Your owner rubs elbows with the Russian mafia. You know what I mean?
It's been banned from the UK for like 5 years. That's why I brought Marina in Marina has been there in place of him, but we didn't expect him to sell. The war made him sell. They said he's funding the war.
The war didn't make him sell. The war didn't make him sell. It's his connection to Russia that made him sell.
No, it's just because it's
the war
Russian
alone cannot make him sell.
Just because it's Russian. So if because I'm Nigerian,
because he has illegal ties. That's what it is.
If a war breaks out in Nigeria now, they're gonna take my property in the US.
No. Look, if you were clean, legit, like Fawaz, if you were a clean, legit Russian, right? No problem. But we all know he has ties with Putin, and who's a warlord. So I mean, you guys know that. You guys been reaping the benefits of that oil, that dirty oil money
for a long time.
Yes, come on, y'all been milking that.
Milking it.
The guy closed his eyes.
That's how you won that trophy behind you.
And also this is how you know he just closed his eyes and said 2.5 billion debt gone.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Who can do that?
Because he loves the club.
Because he has money.
Because he loves the club.
He has illegal money. he has that guy has hush puppy money. You know?
That's the thing. He actually loves the club. We talk about finances versus people who would keep the editor of the club and like bring the community in. Roman was very good with that.
Let me ask you.
Do you think if Roman was going bankrupt, he would tell y'all keep the 2.5 billion? He wouldn't.
I think it would.
If he was going bankrupt,
Roman actually likes Chelsea. I do believe that.
Okay, that two things can be true. He likes Chelsea. He has money at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I get it though. Nobody saw the war coming. I understand that fact. I get that.
Roman saw it coming.
Roman has never been.
Roman knew the war was coming.
Nowhere. They said sell or you're going into administration. And the fucking sponsor we have, the three, they were like, oh, we don't want to do anything to do with Chelsea anymore. So going into next season, we don't even have a sponsor right now. There's nobody in front of our shirt right now. Going into next season, it's been a problem we've been dealing with all season long. Let me ask you this: looking back at the Lampard thing, right? Yeah. Which Lampard one? No, when the season just finished. No, the season he came with a transfer ban, right? Yeah. What was the highlights for Lampard season that season? What was the highlights for you? Finishing top 4. That's it. That was it. So Ten Hag, right? Everything we've had, Ten Hag actually. Let me ask you this: which players did Lampard improve? Mason Mount.
Oh man, come on now.
You know, no, that way he didn't improve Mason Mount.
He liked
Not
me.
one of them.
That's different.
He played it
That
continuously.
doesn't
That's
mean
it.
it didn't improve him. Just because they liked him doesn't mean it didn't improve him.
He didn't improve
Two
Mason
things can
Mount.
be
He didn't
said.
improve
Oh,
Mason.
Lampard ain't improve nobody. There's no problem.
No. Okay, so you want to buy Mason Mount now? Why? Because he played on a lamp. Because if he didn't play on a Lampard, Tuchel wouldn't have wanted him in the team when they came in.
No, but the thing is, he's a talented player. He was already talented before Lampard came in. Lampard just
No,
Yeah.
but he played with.
Lampard just gave him an opportunity. Like
He
Lampard gave him
also
an
played with
opportunity.
Lampard at Derby though.
Okay, so
He played with Lampard at Derby also. He played with Lampard at Derby County in the championship. But they came together, so he knew him as a player.
So what? I mean, when I say improve, right? When I think about a player getting improved, I'm thinking about like
Luke Shaw playing center back.
or Raheem Sterling going from, you know what I'm saying, missing all his chances to become one of the best players for City.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see. So when I say improvement, that's what I see. Like a clear distinction that this
Juan
guy,
Bissaka grabbing the
Wan-Bissaka.
ball in the middle of field.
Improve.
Bro,
offensively,
Offensively,
Wan-Bissaka was
I saw Juan Bissaka grab the ball in the center pitch, turn and run
yeah, bro.
and beat players
and
in
dribble.
the center.
Wan-Bissaka was
Dribble.
dribbling. We saw y'all also the funny meme when he tried to do a back heel last season and it was very awkward. He almost broke his leg. So he improved.
But
drastically.
Luke Shaw playing center back against
That is
Haaland.
not a position. That
Luke
was not a
Shaw
coach
playing
improving him.
center back against
Bro,
Haaland.
Wan-Bissaka
I was not a coach improving him.
Wan-Bissaka's improvement
What do you
was
mean that's not a
100%
coach?
coaching.
I was not a coach. It didn't change his position. It improved offensively. I was not a coach thing.
That's a coaching thing, though. You don't.
I was not a coaching thing.
Wan-Bissaka's been playing fullback since Crystal Palace. He was never known for being attacking, being good at
Just
attacking.
defensively.
But no, it didn't mean it went to play attack. He just wasn't good at it. You
That's
can
what I'm saying,
train
but
that.
And Ten Hag is improving now.
You can train that.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the coach. You can train that.
No,
bro.
you don't train. You
I
don't
can say
train.
the
That
same
is-
thing about Mason Mount then. I can say the same thing about Mason
No.
Mount.
Mason Mount actually improved from being a championship player to a Premier League player that
And
United
we're saying the
wants to buy.
same thing with
And
Wan
United
Bissaka,
wants to
bro.
buy. Who wants to buy
Yeah,
Wan
this
Bissaka?
guy,
Okay,
this guy right here.
Here's the thing, though. Like you have to think about Wan-Bissaka's competition was Dalot, who is actually known to be offensively good.
Offensive, exactly.
So the improvement there is you're competing with someone who actually does this as a default. You're not good at that, and he did it well enough where he took over the spot. You know that by December, they were saying he was on the transfer list. He was initially on the transfer list.
He was supposed to be shipped out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then
And Dalot was playing. Dalot had
begs
the best season he's had so far before the
question.
World Cup.
How is that more of a coach thing than him actually training to be good at offensive?
oh, that has to be coached, man.
It wasn't a change of formation or a change of the way they attack that made him better.
But it's a coach telling you instructions how to attack, when to attack, you know.
So him misplacing a backfield, that's not something you coach. Or him taking a ball and
Well,
learn that.
don't do
That's
that.
not something you coach.
Don't do that. He's put him in. Obviously, he's creating a system that Wan Bissaka can thrive in, also, right?
It's
So
not,
like Wan
it's
Bissaka
the
is
same
not.
system.
No,
It's just
bro,
better at it now.
Nah,
Yeah, but
nah.
that's what I'm saying. So what is the difference between Wan-Bissaka now and Wan-Bissaka for the past few years with Ole?
I don't know. I don't watch United. I don't.
And what about Luke Shaw?
Oh,
Luke Shaw playing center back. Luke Shaw
that
playing
I can say
center
is
back.
an improvement. That's what I'm saying. That is an improvement. But it's a change of system that the
Rashford.
coach brings.
Rashford had his best season ever.
Rashford's getting goals.
His best season. Wait, no, not goals. His best season in his career.
Exactly.
Most goals scored.
Movement.
But it's still playing left winger, right?
But that's a big improvement, though. You can't say that's not an improvement. The confidence is there, and all of that was there. Like the player.
I feel like some of that is all to the players too. That's not the coach.
Nah, man, you can't put as far.
You can't say because of that's
you're speaking from your Chelsea badge. This is your Chelsea badge.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Rashford is Apple 25. Just like there's some things that are just innate to him that he should be doing at 25.
Come on, man.
And he just started doing it now. You can't say because Ronaldo went to Real Madrid and big. Doesn't mean he was a coach. It was just mature.
Ronaldo's not.
Don't do that, bro. Yeah,
Ronaldo was
not
already,
the same.
Ronaldo already won everything in United
Before he left. Yeah, he did
That's not
everything.
the same case.
There's nothing
His
else he
peak
could
was
have
not
won.
at United though.
Oh, he already started peaking at United. A peak and last.
His peak was not at United. His peak was at Real Madrid.
It started at United. That's what we're saying.
Come on,
It wasn't. It wasn't a coach thing.
So you said so Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or at United. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
So his peak started at United. That's what we just.
But it's not a coach thing. He just matured into that.
But Ronaldo's a unique case, though. But Ronaldo's a unique case.
No, but we're not saying Ronaldo was coach or improved. Sir Alex just brought Ronaldo. I mean, he did his thing, whatever. Sir Alex did improve him a little bit. We can say that. But we're talking about for Rashford, right? Rashford, people was talking about. I wanted Rashford gone bad last season.
There was calls for Rashford 7
goals. Oh, how many? 7 goals or 9 goals last season?
Around that.
He didn't crack 11 goals. Let me see that. He went from that to having his best ever season in his whole career. And he actually on press conferences, he would say that the coach was telling him to be more focused, which is where the whole celebration comes from.
And start getting clear on your head. Exactly. Yeah. And also be in the right positions. And also like create a system that allow Rashford to score those goals.
Right.
Yep. So it's not like Rashford's going to score goals. Because like he always said, Rashford, you need to be in the positions to score those goals, right? But the team needs to help. The team needs to get him in those positions to score. So you have to create a system for the players to help them. Bruno this season, right? Bruno has had more of a withdrawal role with Casemiro being in that team. Versus what he had. And that's down to coaching, bro. That's down to a manager creating a system to allow your players to effectively play the game. So you got to give that to Ten Hag. And I bring it back. What the fuck did Lampard do?
I ain't do nothing, bro.
What did Lampard do?
Lampard has the worst coaching record I've ever seen for Chelsea. No coach has the worse record than Lampard. Is that a fact?
On the second stint, on his first stint.
No. Overall, I'm talking about overall his Chelsea stint. He has the worst.
Overall, I still think he had about 51% win rate.
No, he did not have no
51%. I think he had 53 in his first one. I don't think he went.
We gotta check that out. We gotta check that stat.
I don't think he had less than 2%.
Two wins in out of 17 games.
Yeah, but in his first season, he had 53% win rates.
Yeah, but this season has tanked that record. That's what I'm trying to say. It's tanked it.
I don't think it tanked it by a whole 2%. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it. I didn't check it. I don't think it did. I haven't checked. I don't like his second stint.
You're looking at number of games. I see what you're saying.
His second stint was horrible. Like his second stint was.
He came in like halfway.
Let me read some of these comments. So Lulu said, as a big club, you want to play a lot of games. That's the goal. And he said Lampard brought in the youth. If it wasn't for him, the youngsters wouldn't have played. He could have easily played the senior players, but stuck with the youngsters. He said he improved Mount, Reece, William. Lampard improved William. That nigga was a senior player when he came. Wait, I don't know what William he's talking about, but okay. He said William had his best. Oh, no, wait. William had his best season under Lampard. I don't know. Tammy Abraham scored 15 goals in the Prem. Then it said Wan-Bissaka was brought for 50 million. He's not honestly playing like a 50 million worth player. He improved, but not still close. I don't know. You can't. I mean, I don't know. I disagree with that. I think Wan-Bissaka system. You got to still think about his defensive qualities. Wan-Bissaka is still a great defender going backwards. So, like, the point we're trying to make with Wan-Bissaka is that you could see he had inefficiencies going forward, and Ten Hag has improved that. But Wan-Bissaka is still great. I think he's the best going backwards. So the 50 million comment, you got to weight it up, both attacking and defensively. So I don't know. Then he said Rashford played phenomenally under Mourinho. Not compared to this season. Rashford this season is incredible. And that just brings you to another point where Gareth Southgate is a fraud because Rashford showed that he should have played him. Then Kuma, I'm gonna go with your last and say, are we still playing basketball tomorrow?
Rupesh,
Rupesh, shout out to Rupesh. Yeah. Like the video, man. We got like the video, subscribe. Like the video. Let's start again wrapping up this. Let's do. So far, for us with the transfers and looking at what's been going on so far, just give me like whatever you want to talk about. Like how are you feeling? What do you want to get to? Like, this is your, like, just do your last final moments. It could be whatever you want to talk about, bro.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's see. I think right now the biggest thing at Chelsea is transfer window. And I think we definitely need a 6 because we can't keep playing Enzo as that. It's like we saw him in Argentina again. I don't know. Australia. I think Aina played Australia in the friendly, and we saw him as at a more advanced position, and he played really well. Like he was assisting, he was doing those passes. But at Chelsea, he can't play like that because he's the six. If he goes that far forward, he's gonna leave the defensive open. So I think at the very least in this transfer window, we need Caicedo. If we can get Caicedo, I would shout like maybe it's an Ampadu is on loan right now. He's at a very good loan. I think if Brighton are going to insist on 100 million on Caicedo, I think either it's an Ampadu or convert what is his name? Rhys James. Rhys James
Rhys James to a number.
He played DM at Wigan. What you talking about? He played DM his whole career. He just started playing right back. He was a DM his whole career before he started playing right back. So I would he played it for like not a lot, but he played like 2 games last season as a DM.
Okay.
Yeah, he's played it. It's not it's not. I would say it's not a first choice. It's just with this Caicedo thing. I don't know how far because they really Brighton really wants Colwill, and I feel like if we don't give them Colwill, they're not gonna give us Caicedo, and I don't want to give them Colwill because Colwill I think is a really phenomenal defender. It can his crossfit passes to the strikers are amazing. Like you can be the whole press with just his pass. So I don't think we should give them Colwill. So I want to keep Colwill. I don't think that will allow Caicedo to leave without giving Colwill. So if that's become a thing, I think that Ampadu is a big shout. And Lavia too, but you said Lavia, but I don't think it's good player. It needs improvement, and like you say, you need somebody that's gonna come and improve your 11 right now, not just be one of the players that are to improve. I don't think Lavia is gonna improve our current 11. I think if we buy him and Caicedo, Lavia is gonna be benched for Caicedo, and it's gonna have to improve a little bit. There's been talks of some other players like Kone. I forgot what the other players are. But Kone, I feel Kone is more of a Enzo too. He's not a 6 stand at the back kind of person. Just like Caicedo. So I think we need Caicedo at Chelsea or go with Ampadu. I really don't have a thought about a striking position. Strikers are too expensive right now. I'm fine with Nkunku as a first line kind of thing. If you can get Modric and Madueke to cut into the box, then you can have Nkunku as a first man, play enough of them. And at the goalkeeper position, they were looking at Onana and the AC Milan, what is his name? Mike Magnan. They were looking at him too. Right now, I don't know where people are getting these prices from. Clubs, you go to clubs, they just say tell you ridiculous prices. They say 70 million, 100 million for Onana. Like Onana didn't start being good to a few seasons ago. So why are you costing Onana for 100 million? I don't think Kepa is a bad keeper. He's an average keeper if you have to keep him for one more season.
That's another player that broke that ruined the market value too. You signed Kepa for all that money.
Yeah, but that was a different situation because Courtois left in the middle Courtois was supposed to come back after the World Cup, was supposed to come back with Chelsea, but it went straight to Real Madrid. So everybody know we needed a keeper. So they just said, 80 million, and we're like, oh yeah, we need him, so we're gonna buy him. We don't have a choice. So we bought him at that time. That was a different situation. It wasn't if we knew Courtois was leaving, we would have negotiated more for a player, but he left us out of the blue, and the whole country know we needed a keeper. So they just gave us as an expensive price. And I think it signed 8 years too back then. So it's a long contract. So I think they have in the youth right now, the US keeper, Slolina, Slolina has been a really good. So I think with him as backup next year, I think keeping Kepa is not the worst thing in the world. It's good with his feet if you want to play from the back. His only issue is when you have a long shot against him. And that is not something that happens like every game. So if you have to concede the odd 5-6 goals from long shots just for a season, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if we have to sign just one player that we can't get away with not buying a player in that position, it's the number 6 position. Just because it gives Enzo the freedom to go forward more. Just
let me
because
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Lulu said for Chelsea, right? Chelsea need 3 more. I don't know if it's positional signings before you guys can compete.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
need
agree with that?
striker. We need striker. We need the number 6, and we need the goalkeeper. But I'm saying, if with the way the market is going, everybody's saying these ridiculous prices. If we have to do with just the first one that has to be taken care of is the 6. I hear Personal Times was agree with this Villarreal striker Jackson.
Yeah,
But I
saw that.
I don't know.
That
I think it's another Dacho Fofana. Like,
yeah.
he's not a developed striker. We already have developing strikers in our team, so why we buying another developing striker? We already have Broha, and we already have the Dacho Fofana. So why we buying another developing striker? I think if you wanna go really hard for a striker, I think you do Osimhen. But I don't think we're gonna buy. If we're gonna buy Caicedo, I don't think we're buying Osimhen the same transfer window as Caicedo, because that's 100 million each. That's almost 200 million on just.
So are you saying that you agree with Lulu that if you get those 3 players, you guys are ready to challenge?
For the cup, I don't know. For the league, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it depends on how Poch starts next season. Like I said, there are a lot of players in the Chelsea team that has the talent there. The talent is there. You can see the talent. They need improvement. And like Modric, you can see when he plays. You can see Madueke. You can see that there's talent there. Enzo Fernandez. You can see there's talent there. Fofana, there's a lot of talent in the team. They need a little bit of hard work, and like it's important for him to come in, and that running has to be a thing. And I believe he can do that, because if you go with his previous stats at Southampton and Spurs, every season his team always run the most on average. So if you can start instilling that discipline into them to always press, always run off the ball, on the ball, I think it depends on how it starts. I think if it's our first game is against Liverpool, that is a really bad start. But
sometimes it's good to get the big teams in the very first game, because not everybody's like ready to yet, you know.
Yeah, so. But I don't know. I feel like it is a confidence builder. It is to win like 2, 3, 4 games
and then get those
at the beginning, get in the zone of start. Because the Chelsea fan are so fickle, where it's like you lose the first game, it's gonna be like watch out.
Yeah.
It's like that right now with the fan base, because Chelsea fans are so used to rotating managers like every 6 months or every 18 months, where it's always rotating. But I think if Poch starts really well, like if by December we are still in and around that top 4 position, I don't see a reason not to challenge if by December we're in that position where we're like maybe like six or so points of like the top. Yeah, we can definitely challenge. It definitely rests on this preseason and how they start next season. Then there's a lot of work to be done between now and August 11th.
I think that's fair. Fair, especially for Chelsea. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, Lulu's big on. He's been saying that Chelsea just need 3 players, and it seems like you kind of agree with that. So
yeah, I agree. We need 3 players. To challenge, we need the 3 players to start building, but maybe then kind of like how Man United worked this season, where I know your belief this season was you building, and the next season you're going for the title. That's I need my
Qataris, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's what I feel like. If we get those 3 players, we can there's so much you can do in training. Yeah, the actual game is when you learn what the manager wants, how the manager wants to play. And I think that's gonna get fixed this season, and then 2024, 2025, we're gonna be up there.
Mom, I'm coming to you, right? But I'm gonna put the pause on the final remarks. I forgot there's something that I had to mention, right? So, and Fawaz, I'm gonna come to you next on this, but Mom, I want you to come to you first. So on the last episode, we had Rai here, right?
Yeah.
So Rai brought up this very interesting debate that I still don't know the answer to, right? So for Real Madrid, who has a bigger legacy. Now we're saying legacy, not who's a better player. R9, Nazario, the Brazilian, or Benzema. So who has a bigger legacy at Real Madrid? Not who is a better player, but who has a bigger legacy. And I think, okay, so I think, okay, so you saying Benzema.
Yeah, because R9 also like did his thing in Inter Milan and all the other clubs, you know what I mean? So he was also, he left huge, they had like huge achievements in all those other clubs. But Benzema, other than Real Madrid, there's no other club he dedicated his career to, right?
That's because he was a shit player.
I wouldn't say that. He won everything in Real Madrid too.
Yeah, because of the team though.
No, but his importance after Cristiano left.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He couldn't shine when Cristiano was there. Cristiano left one season to shine, and then Lewandowski came again, and it wasn't shining again. Like, you can only shine when there's nobody else shining. I don't see that as a good player.
You got a point. But I mean, I still think Big Ben's got a bigger leg.
No, but between R9 and Benzema,
we're saying Real Madrid. Yeah,
Real Madrid.
That's true. Between R9 and Benzema, it is Benzema for Real Madrid. I just don't think he's a big player for it.
No, I agree. And to me, it was crazy, right? Because when you think about it, and you know, Lulu and MB, and I think all the and BK too all said R9, and I said R9 first, but when Rai was bringing up the points that Benzema won a Ballon d'Or at Real Madrid, won five Champions Leagues.
Yeah, no, Benzema definitely had a bigger legacy.
Yeah, legacy, man. I can't give it. I love R9.
And Rai said R9 played for Barcelona too, so it's hard.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he played for Barcelona. R9 played for Barcelona. So, and I asked Real Madrid fans, Fawaz, I asked Olantu. Olantu said Benzema.
He did.
I asked my boy, Foon, Balak.
Yeah.
Balak said Benzema. So for me, if Real Madrid fans are saying Benzema, and you add up all the stats, now obviously R9's a bigger player.
Yeah.
But it has to be I'm stuck on Benzema. But MB, Lulu, and BK saying that just like, you know, I remember MB saying this, he said like Benzema wanted to be R9 when he went to Real Madrid, or when he wanted to be a footballer. Everybody, like R9 has that aura. So, you know, you have to, like, Real Madrid has a bigger legacy. I think aura counts when you look at legacy, but
yeah, but legacy
stats kind of like goes above that a little bit, because in 50, 60 years,
everybody's worried about stats now. I remember growing up, it wasn't about goals, assists. We were looking at, you looked at flair, you look at the eye test. You watch the player and see what it does for the team. Nowadays, it's always like, how many goals does he have? How many assists does he have? It don't matter.
I think stats matter in the sense that, like, the reason we keep talking about the R9 and all these, because like there was players that might have been better, but like, what R9 is still a great player.
Yeah, but look
in his career. I mean, he had the flair too, but like stats is what kind of doesn't make
look
you
at
get
Ronaldinho.
forgotten. Stats
if
you
put
not get
Ronaldinho in this era, people will say, "Oh, he doesn't have enough goals and assists." He was one of the most beautiful players. Like, you watch him, you just fall in love with the ball. Like, it's an eye test with him. But you put him in this era,
make me fall in love with football.
You put him in this era, and people are gonna say, "Oh, he didn't have enough goals and assists." Oh, he was one of the greatest player ever. Like,
it's a tricky one though. It's a tricky one though. But I understand how a stat helps you not get forgotten. But
when you're looking at
R9's flair will never make him be forgotten too. Because like MB said this too. In 60 years, niggas still gonna be watching R9's highlights and be like, "Yo, I want to be like him."
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna be watching Benzema's highlights.
But no, here's the thing though. The thing is with R9. R9 did it also on the Brazilian level too. Like,
and that's what Rai is saying too. Like, if you just focus on Real Madrid, it's Benzema.
It's Benzema. But if you look at legacy as a player, you can't.
It's not even a question.
Oh no, that's not even a question.
Benzema can win 100 Champions Leagues. He will not be close. Yeah, no, I agree on that.
I like that. He can win 100 Champions League and will not be close.
No, he won't be.
And that's how you describe impact. How
yeah, exactly.
He impacted football, not even like
100%. And that's why it's the same thing with the Neymar. Shit, right? Caused all these debates. We had the same thing with Neymar and Ronaldinho. He said Neymar is greater. I don't know.
Then
He used
then
a very
Ronaldinho.
I don't know. He used a very technical term. I'm gonna let him say it for himself.
Yeah,
But he used a very technical term. But even though he did say Neymar, I'm gonna say this. He said Neymar over Ronaldinho.
I have it.
In no world, in no universe.
Hey, right, you gotta get locked up like this.
Yeah, he gotta get locked
up. Don't let out.
In nothing you can compare. Ronaldinho is greater than Neymar in everything. Ronaldinho got arrested and still got respect. You know what I'm saying? Like but Ronaldinho's arrested and still playing football with the guards, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Neymar, nah. Neymar's not having that. Yeah, so I don't know. He used a very technical term.
Diving, falling down the ground, looking for
fouls.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He was playing through the fouls, my boy.
Yeah, so
hit, pushing 3 players, 4 players, dribbling.
His goal against Chelsea. Can't forget that.
Oh my God!
It looks like he was dancing on the ball.
Yeah, tap, and just hit it. Do it, man. Chopper.
And that was like
Ronaldo was good.
Was it Check that was in goal?
Well, it was check.
That was in goal.
Yeah.
Man,
and he was, and I remember when Essien was at his pump too. He was twisting and turning Essien, boy.
He was twisting everybody.
Neymar back seat, bro.
Yeah.
Neymar, what?
But right, that's your boy, man. That's your boy. Right was saying that, man.
Say that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, right? Sometimes that's that St. Lucia, but sometimes they just go F. They just go left. Right. So we all saying Ben's. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep asking because I think it's an interesting debate. And last one, they said last one too, right? Brought, I think Olanto brought this one up. Who like Vinicius or Benzema? Who's more critical to Real Madrid? Vinicius or Benzema?
To their future or
no? In that season they won those Champions Leagues.
Sheesh.
Or even like in that last 2 years when they were winning.
I say Benzema.
Who was more impactful or crucial to the team?
I say Benzema. You know why? His leadership. You don't have that in Vinicius. And he was scoring goals and he was creating. Vinicius, talent-wise, he was doing a lot for the team, but crucial, you need Benzema. Benzema. Hold on, you need Benzema for Vinicius to be more effective. That's what I
want. But was Benzema? Benzema didn't really show his leadership attributes though. No, they didn't really though. No.
They were down against Man City.
The all racism thing that happened with Vinicius, Benzema said nothing about it. On the pitch, off the pitch, he didn't say anything about it. He ignored it. The next season, he was posting a Ferrari picture of him dancing to music in the car. When all the teammates were posting like we're supporting Vini. He was posting all that. When they got a red on the pitch.
Know. I mean, here's the thing I'll say about that, right? Social media. When it comes to social media and like.
Yeah,
how players running. It's different how they're running.
But even on the pitch, he didn't do anything. When Vini got that red card, like all the Real Madrid players was like covering him, trying to protect him for the fan. Benzema was just like it wasn't even around the whole thing happening. You're the captain, you have the armband on. When the fire breaks, though,
I don't think it was accurate. I think I saw Benzema around this situation.
It wasn't though.
He was. I saw the video. I remember the video. He was talking.
It wasn't.
Benzema probably wasn't scuffling, but I saw the whole team came together because I saw the video.
I don't know about. I feel like, but that I think it's Vini. Like in terms of footballing terms, Vini was crucial to that team. But it was laying them Benzema on a plate. You could put Weghorst in there and it was scored.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. And I think that was even making the point. I was making a point too, right? That you needed Benzema. Benzema was the one scoring the goals, right? Like
Vini was giving it to them on a plate, though.
But Vinicius,
I got the video right here, and Benzema walked all the way up there when they were chanting and stuff. Yeah, he's right here. Look, there's Benzema, number 9. You see it? You can't see it, but he was there.
But the point they were making, right? Vinicius did very well, right? He played. I think he outperformed Benzema, but you can outperform, but you still need to score the goals to win the trophies. And without Benzema, you're not scoring those goals.
Put any decent striker in.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Dude, Benzema was his hold-up play. His the thing is, the two of them work as a pair. They have chemistry.
They do.
So when you break one, the chemistry goes away. You can't predict chemistry.
But I think, but if you have to pick one, you could have a Benzema, because you can replace Vinicius and
You
still
can't,
kind of
though. Who would you replace Vinicius with?
Neymar. That would work. I mean,
I
Neymar, would do the same thing.
I don't think Neymar has that speed.
If you had Mbappe, he would do the same thing.
Mbappe would do this. Yeah, that's the thing. See, you're talking class. That is class. You're talking Neymar. You're talking Mbappe. You could put Tammy Abraham in that Benzema position.
Nah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that,
that's
bro.
the case. Mariano his career would have taken off.
And I think that's the point that was making too.
Shit, Mariano is not on
But then he's a decent striker.
It's not on Tammy Abraham level. No, it's not.
No way. Mariano's a decent striker.
Okay, so you're telling me Mariano can score 15 goals in the Premier League?
But we haven't seen him play in the Premier League. But if you're saying Tammy
Abraham scored 15 goals.
Tammy Abraham is not. Tammy Abraham. Listen, he had a good season. But you're saying if you put any decent striker there, he'll do the job.
That's a different striker. But you're saying you replace Vini with Mbappe, replace Vini with Neymar. But no, that's huge players. But you don't have to go that huge to replace someone Benzema with.
The person here is not about talent. It's something about crucial. Like who's more crucial in the team?
I mean, talent is crucial too.
I get it, but you have to. It's not talent like independently. Like if you say independently just talent, you can easily say maybe Vinicius, right? He's very talented. But if you're looking at an impact in the game, Benzema is a captain. He's a leader, and he also he does sometimes control tempo in the game. Like Real Madrid. I mean, you've seen games where Real Madrid were leading, and Benzema's hold-up play, his awareness to pop in and out, bro. When you watch, the best person who can describe Benzema's importance to Real Madrid is Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry breaks down Benzema as in the best way possible because his IQ in a game is incredible. Like those things you cannot buy. You can't buy that.
Bro, and like all that is great, but for me, where I'm saying Benzema and Vinicius is clutchness, bro.
Clutch, yeah.
Benzema is the one putting the ball in the back of the net when you need him to.
Look,
Vinicius is doing everything else to get you there. Vinicius is the reason why you even get to that point.
Good example here, bro. But let me cut you off. United created the most chances. What did we lack? A clutch.
Exactly. 100. Perfect.
The most
Bruno created the most chances in the Premier League, but who's doing?
You have a clutch striker.
100%. You need that person to put the ball in the back of the net.
Alan hit and Jesus, Man City. What was the difference?
Exactly.
So exactly. In City, you can have who you have on the left side of City. You can have Mahrez, very, very skillful, very talented. He can beat any player, but if you don't have Haaland in the box,
you're not winning the Champions League.
So that's it.
That's it.
I agree with all that, but I still think you can't replace Vinny in that team.
No, we're not replacing. We're just saying that if you have to put one ahead of each other in terms of importance,
it's still Vinny. So in that period where they had the Champions League the last 2 years, Chelsea played them twice, and that's 4 games in the Champions League. I don't remember going into the match and be like, what are we gonna do about Benzema? It's always what are we gonna do about?
Oh no! Benzema was a problem. Vinny only.
I didn't say it wasn't a problem, but if you mark Vinny out, Benzema ain't gonna do nothing.
Benzema can get goals from Modric. He can get goals from
Rodrigo.
He can get goals from other players. Benzema can link up with every player in Real Madrid.
But it wasn't. He was linking up with Vinny.
No, but because he's available. I mean, of course.
Exactly. He's available. You gotta use the
he was available. He has Rodrigo on the right too. It wasn't like Vinny had to be. Vinny was giving it to him on a plate.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying, Benzema has chemistry with everybody. Like he makes Vinny better to me. I think
he does make Vinny better. Yeah,
he does.
And it allows him that space too, because you still have to focus on Benzema. You can't 100% focus on Vinicius and leave Benzema because you know what it's gonna do. Yep. But first of all, it shows how important Vinicius is. The fact that you compare him to Benzema, but if you have to pick one in terms of crucial importance in winning, because that's the point. It's not just about the team playing well. I think Vinicius is more important than Benzema in the team playing well, but in the team winning, Benzema is more important than Vinicius in the team winning trophies. I think that's how you can look, because in terms of playing, you need Vinicius. Vinicius the one grabbing the ball, dribbling, doing everything, pushing the team forward, getting like whoever his direct opposition is, Vinicius is toasting him, and he needs that opposite needs help.
Yep.
But in terms of winning the game, scoring the goals, being in that moment, going again, like Vinicius gets subbed out.
Yep.
You're not subbing if you're not subbing. You're not.
Because they
before
don't
the
have
game,
a striker. Because they don't have a striker. That's
no
why
matter who you have, I mean,
Benzema wasn't getting stopped off.
And it's just now that Benzema's like, you know, getting older, all these injuries and these problems that you know.
But my problem with Benzema is he was never the main man when there was a main man, like a different person on the team.
but nah, that's not fair though. You gotta look at it who like Ronaldo is for me
No,
the greatest player of all time. So it's not fair. It's not fair, bro.
No, okay. So leave that. Ronaldo left. He won the what's it called, the Pichichi Trophy? Is that what they gave for being the highest goal scorer in the La Liga? He won it the first season. Lewandowski came, he couldn't win it again. So, like, if somebody else is there, he can't outshine the person. We agree he couldn't outshine Messi and Ronaldo when they were there because they were winning all the top goal scorer thing. But they left, he won it the one season, and then Lewandowski came to La Liga and he couldn't win it again. Like, you gotta improve yourself or like outshine. Like that's what I'm saying. With him is if there are other people there, it doesnn't outshine other people.
I think it's you could have a conversation. I think a conversation, and I think also let me forget the Vinicius thing, but I think you have to give Benzema credit too for winning it without Ronaldo and being there and I mean, yes,
he
Vinicius
was the only one. He had no competition when he won it. He had no competition. Who was the striker for? What is the name of the guy that got from?
I'm trying to give Benz a little credit, but I see you not trying to hear it.
The striker? Barca had a striker from the relegation guy. What is the name of the white? I forgot his name. They got him from a relegation team. They didn't have a good striker when they won that trophy, when they won the top goal scorer in La Liga. So he had no competition when they won that top goal scorer. It was just him. And then Lewandowski came, boom, disappeared. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Mom, I'm gonna let you have your final thoughts. Say how you feel about whatever you want to touch on, and we get out of here. How you feeling?
How I feel. I mean, for me, it's like, you know, from a United standpoint, I just feel like we just need to get this whole ownership issue situated. If not, you know, everything else is just kind of, you know, everything else comes second to that, right? So
yeah,
when we get that settled, you know, hopefully we can get some of these prospects, some of these people that we are eyeing. One particular player that I really would want to get is Osimhen. I feel like that would be a good add. Age and everything, the package, what he brings to a team, and we need a DM too. I mean, I think we all know what we need from
100%.
Yeah, I mean, the transfer market is just getting started. You know, it's just started to cook. You know, nothing has happened yet, so it's gonna be an interesting summer. I'm gonna be following United's preseason. I'm gonna try to lay off of the transfer news until things are sorted. I think that's healthier.
It's healthier, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can't follow every new update. It's just like it's too tiring. So
it's just gonna hurt yourself, bro. It's not good.
I'm excited to see how the players will. I'm gonna try to compare them to last preseason and see how they.
Where's the top like Twitter journalist for like Man U?
I think it's Stone. Is it Stone something?
Simon Stones. There's this guy, Michael Keegan or something like that.
Yeah, Mike
Keegan is good. Yeah. I have a couple too that I really follow.
For Chelsea, I only follow Austin. Every other person's just gonna keep saying.
He's not a Chelsea. He just does all.
He does all, but it's the only one I listen to. Like everybody's gonna.
Fabrizio was so good. Fabrizio, when it comes to here we go, but all these other updates.
Yeah, everybody's telling me, "Oh, Ugarte is already a Chelsea player. Ugarte is already a Chelsea player." Austin didn't say anything. I'm like, I don't think he's a Chelsea player. Austin didn't say anything.
There's someone I forgot his name, but I jotted it down. There's someone that like he drops his shit like if he says it, you know something's cooking. But Rio, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't, right now, the Qatari, like, I don't know how I explain how United is in a pendulum, bro. Like, things can go really good or really, really bad. Like, we're in
but
that
with the
middle right
Qatari
there.
thing,
It can swing really, you don't know where it's going to swing.
do you
Yeah.
have time to finish it and do the transfer window?
Yeah. Now, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it happens. But
Yeah.
let's edit over here, man. I appreciate the boys coming, man. Mom G, I appreciate you, brother. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
We gonna keep coming again. Fawaz, I appreciate you joining us, man.
Thanks for everyone who joined as
Yeah.
well.
Thank everybody been watching, man. Like up the video, man. Subscribe if you haven't watched. We're gonna keep it rolling. And we're gonna try to mix it up while the season now. We're gonna have some more debates and more topics and more focused things. So I appreciate y'all joining us, man. So
Absolutely.
yeah, everybody.